ball from the Golden Girls was thought they might get away with trying to pilch it, but no. Let's kick into touch. Our first line out.
Yep. Again, one of the objectives we talked about is you got to win your set pieces. So we're going to see this. This is a good test for San Diego and the Golden Girls, really. The did I say girls? Girls. Golden Girls.
It's Goyles.
Goyles?
Golden
Yeah.
Goyles.
Golden Goyles. Anyway, let's see if they can win their set piece. Nice setup.
And you know what's really cool? We got a team from San Diego and a team from Raleigh, North Carolina in Saranac.
Nice
that speaks
lineup.
volumes about this tournament. Coming a long way to play here.
All right, first breakdown, and we're going wide. Again, got to make that gain line. Nice little run there by 12.
That's Kimmy Tran.
Yeah.
On the outside and nothing there, so it's going to be a knock on and a scrum down.
Yeah.
Turned over to the Golden Girls.
Yeah, the attack was there. They got organized, but when you're slow recycling the ball, what happens is you allow the defense to get organized. And that's what that did. You got to give credit to the Golden Girls who got themselves organized and really kind of forced that forward pass / knock-on by Pink 23. Now, look, again, we talked about this in the last game, Matt. Let's see if Golden Girls can get the ball out of their end. Got a little equipment check here.
Is this a stall tactic, Greg?
No.
As a referee, what do you do when you see stall tactics?
Usually you ignore them or you penalize them.
Like how many people go down for a cramp? I need a minute, sir. I have a cramp.
Yeah,
I never had a cramp in my life, by the way.
It depends. If they're losing, go down, take a minute, waste all the time you want. If they're winning and they're just trying to kill clock, I'll penalize them.
Which you saw yesterday in the Olympic sevens match between Fiji and France, which France won, spoiler alert, behind a dynamic Antoine Dupont as a penalty is called. What's the penalty, Greg?
She's saying not driving straight.
Is that wheeling?
Wheeling, twisting. When you're in the scrum like that, you can only drive straight. You can drive level and straight. You can't drive up, can't drive sideways. So there she's saying Pink was doing just that. They were not driving straight. And that's usually as a result of physical domination by the Golden Girls. So that's something to put in the back of your head there in the scrums. If they're going to dominate
physically. Do I do that now?
Yes, do it now.
All right.
If they're going to dominate physically, then that means things like knock-ons, all your minor infractions that restart with a scrum, they're going to be an advantage to the Golden Girls. So keep an eye on that. Now here we're going to see the set piece.
That's not in straight, sir.
Play on. No.
Nope. Thank you.
You called that one.
Well, now you've got me worried.
What's that?
That you didn't see that as a crooked line out.
I would have played on from that, but I'm not the ref.
That was clearly not straight, sir.
Yeah, seems to me.
And now the TV audience and the people here in the stadium know that you did not see that correctly. Thank you. I can leave now.
Remember what we talked about, strength in the scrum. Watch this.
You're saying the Surfers are going to have the advantage, right?
They did last time.
There's the tap, the put in. And it certainly looks that way, Greg. You are on the money. Redemption time for Greg Gilliam. Ball comes out the backside.
Nice run.
Great run. Good tackle.
Scaldonia's on the tackle, is that right? I can't tell.
You can tell me.
No, it's not. Never mind. I had my players mixed up. That was 13. 0-0. Taking it into contact. Let's see if we get a quick recycle while the Golden Girls are trying to get organized on defense. And they did. Now it's just you got to make your tackles.
High step out of the tackle by the number 8 before she threw the pass.
Yeah. The setup for San Diego is good. It's just the ball is slow coming out. That's a bit better.
There's the big forearm, pie face, what have you, driving forward.
Yep.
And the ball was stolen. Now you go for that kick, I would imagine. Yep.
Yeah, get it out. There you go.
Oh, great kick.
Yeah.
Great kick, but it stays in somehow.
It's all right. Put him under pressure, and it's all right.
Counter kick. Little aerial ping pong we got going on here.
Which is fine. Good. All right, so your Golden Girls defense.
What's the net gain?
Golden Girls defense did quite well there, keeping Pink out of the, keeping San Diego. I keep saying Pink, keeping San Diego out of the goal.
Pink is doing the halftime show.
Oh, nice.
So you're not wrong.
So they gave up possession, but they got some territory, relieved some pressure. Now let's see if they can spoil this line out. No, let's watch this one. Nope, no contest, so we're going to play that regardless.
And here comes the Surfers. Oh, a knock.
Charge down.
Series of knock-ons that will be awarded scrum down to the Golden Girls.
What you saw there, you saw San Diego get that ball out to the wing, which is what they want to do. Quick hands, nice display there. But again, they were they were not wide, way too tight. So when that ball came out, by the time it got to the wing, the defense was practically on top of her. That's probably why she bobbled the ball and knocked it forward.
All righty.
Nice platform for the Golden Girls. This is the first.
Here's a rare occurrence, a put in from the Golden Girls.
That's right.
Right? Is this their first set piece?
This is their first.
That's the first scrum down, rather?
Yeah, we got an equipment thing here. Maybe a bit of blood.
Nothing a little tape can't fix.
Yeah.
Takes the mouthpiece out to bite the tape off. Stick it back on.
I don't know if we have blood or if it's one of those things where we have one of my pet peeves is an official is maybe like a nose ring or a piercing of some sort.
Oh, it could be.
A little stud.
Could be, Greg.
Those things drive me nuts. They are not allowed. Once you see those, if a referee spots them during the game, it can result in a red card. Usually a referee just stops the game and says, get that off.
Drives you crazy, doesn't it?
It
Drives me crazy?
Go on.
Rubbernecking.
Yeah. Ball's out here. The Golden Girls' first set piece attack.
There's a nice kick into space. It finds the grass, the beautiful grass. Nice hop for San Diego, though.
San Diego under pressure.
Oh, bruising run.
Still made the tackle.
The tackler's going to feel that next week.
See, now that she drifted. See, there's no space for the wing.
Yeah.
Right? Good hands, good movement, but we just got to work on some space. That should, yeah.
Showing the ball, there's a penalty. You got to get out of the way there.
She's got to get out of there. You're right. Good call by the ref.
Got to roll away, folks. When you make a tackle, you got to make at least an attempt to say that you're rolling out and freeing the person on the ground. And also, you can't hold the ball while you're on the ground. You have to release the ball.
Yep. Holding onto the ball is cheating.
Yeah, but we were talking about this earlier in the first match.
Yeah.
Why don't we just bring back raking?
No, you don't want to
because then you
people.
hold the ball, you know you're going to get raked, but you take that chance.
Law of the jungle. No. This is the kinder softer
you and the lower tackles too.
Lower the tackle height. No
Do we
raking.
want anybody to watch the game?
We don't want to make the game of rugby dangerous.
Are we going to ban bleeding next?
We're going to put flags on people.
We'll just go back to soccer and dives.
Bite your tongue.
It's blasphemy what's been proposed. Line out taken nicely by San Diego.
Golden Girls came up early in my humble opinion. Let's see what happens. Ball's out. Again, we're not using the width, but we still find a line.
Went back inside with
offsides. Slow ball. Nice back inside pass.
They do have the width now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. If they can use it. Not bad.
I'd say one thing that's a little bit of hesitancy when you get the ball. You should know kind of where you are on the field and whether you're going to get rid of it right away or go forward right away. That hesitancy allows the defense to come up.
Amen.
You either run it or pass it. It's a little bit of a flat
like
offensive line, though, for the Surfers now.
Nice hole. Nice line.
It's going to go all the way. Looks like Julia Bruscher.
I'm fine for drinks.
Easy for you to say.
What's not to say is her little anecdote in the bio. And no, it wasn't easy for me to say. I can't read the writing.
Golden Girls defense organized for the first 10 minutes of this game. They were under pressure. they kept getting organized, partially because the ball was coming out slow. But San Diego there found a nice gap, exploited it, got through for the score. Our first score of the game, 5-0 San Diego,
and
pending the conversion.
I'm going to say it again, Julia Boucher. I'm reading Buescher.
Good job, Julia. Found that gap, that little gap in that defense.
And just took off.
Yeah, and those gaps are created when your backs are out wide, right? And the defense has to mark them, so they spread out. You kind of create gaps, and if you can exploit those with quick ball, you shall be rewarded.
Wow.
Kick is up. Flags go up. Kick is good. 7-zip.
Thank you. Did you want to drink? There's a
In favor of the San Diego Surfers against Raleigh, North Carolina's Golden Girls. And we got about just under 13 minutes left in this first half of the club championship at the 50th anniversary of the Can-Am Rugby Tournament, and we have done every single one of them in the booth.
It certainly seems like it.
If you're listening at home, it certainly seems that way.
It does.
We apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going with a nuts and bolts production. We don't have a lot of the bells and whistles, and we're getting handwritten lineups like after the kickoff.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of the beast in a
Right.
tournament, because you don't know who's going to be where and doing what, and what players will be available, who's pulled a hamstring, who's got a strained calf, yada, yada, yada. But in the meantime, it is live streamed, courtesy of Good Guy Productions and our producer Eric and staff, doing a great job.
Good width. Nice cut back in.
And again, how great is it having a team from San Diego and a team from North Carolina here?
I love it. Nice run. Julia almost found that same gap. Keep an eye on that gap. That second phase as the Golden Girls move out to their right. That was the same kind of gap that Julia almost found again.
The San Diego ball carriers, big and small, are making at least 2 defenders commit.
Yeah.
Which is what you want.
Yeah. And if you could see it on the screen there, as that defense gets organized, their heads are all inside watching the ball instead of picking out potential attackers. That's a little bit of poor discipline on the defense, but so far they haven't been made to pay for that. Line out here to San Diego.
Stay classy.
That's right.
Yeah, any mistakes, folks, that we make, it's just because they're on the teleprompter, because all we do is read off the teleprompter. Let's see if this one's in straight, Greg. Huh? Did you like that one?
Good contest.
Okay.
Knock on the line out. So the
All
Golden
right.
Girls, that should be
playing off the ball.
See, but she's going to come back.
It's going to call it a knock on.
Yeah. Probably the right call there.
Probably that lends a little bit of doubt for your fellow referee.
There was a little bit of playing the person off the ball. But you know what? Nothing material. Come back, play the knock on, get reset.
So would you have called the penalty there or gone to that?
I would have gone back for the knock on, like Kat's doing right now. She's doing. I would do what she's doing. Get it organized. Here we go. This is again one of the first times the Golden Girls haven't had a lot of attacking ball, so this is. First time we're going to get to see. Second time, really, we're going to get to see them.
The back line is staggered.
Yeah.
So they're not really.
They got options. Nice run. Nice run. Ooh.
Forcing the tackle. Okay. But then losing possession.
Yep. Now they got to get organized on defense. San Diego's going to again use the width. Watch this ball come out.
Smart choice.
Take those gaps.
Smart
Nice
choice.
run.
Here comes 17. Does she have the pace to make it? Oh, good defensive play. Knocks it loose. Who's got it?
Going to play that.
Oh, that's going to be a knock on. Great run by Neal in the open.
Yeah, I think that's Dina Scoville, number 14, for the Golden Girls, who came up on the backside there and made a great defensive play. But again, we saw the. There's another 14? Yeah. We saw the width that San Diego uses in their setup. creating gaps, and then they exploit those gaps. It's a nice run. Golden Girls scrum now under pressure, deep in their own end. 8:40 to go.
So we got jerseys and positions kind of screwed up. So Scoville's wearing number 10, I believe, Greg.
So that was Janique, what's that, Codlet?
Codlet.
Yeah. That's what I said.
And her little note there is no margin for error. And that's what she showed in that position, in that tackle.
Early shove, we have a free kick here.
All right, so a little bit of a shift in momentum for the Golden Girls. Dodging that bullet, which looked to be a short try. Great run from Brandy Neal in the open.
Early shove at the scrum results in a free kick for the Golden Girls. Crash ball, get some space. They're going to crash it again. Let's see if they go to the boot here. Find some space. Nice kick. Oh, nice kick.
All right, so we're back for the scrum down.
No, line out.
To the line out, rather, to San Diego. Greg, you got some keys to victory according to the breakers.
Yeah, this is what we've talked about. We've seen a lot of San Diego on offense. And what they're talking about, we see their width set up their attack. They call it earning the right to go forward. You got to win the ball, get momentum, get the gain line. And as you do that, with your back line wide, you can really disfigure or disorganize the defense.
Let's see what we got here on the attack. Little switch back inside, trying to create some kind of window, some crack in that wall of Golden Girls.
And that's where they need quick ball. They're not getting it right now. So the one flaw in their game right now is they need quick ball at the breakdown.
Yeah, it's kind of like a slower step to the breakdown where you should just fly in there.
Yep.
Get there first and then make your decision.
That's better. They've got numbers left if they want to use it. Still going left. Good support at the breakdown. Now they're going to try to crash one or two to suck in defenders. Oh, nice tackle by the Golden Girls. Now we're going wide, using the width. Nice pace.
The tackle from Galdones, who is a professional MMA player and famous on TikTok. Lolita Galdones, the number 24.
San Diego penalized there for holding on to the ball, didn't release it in the tackle. In a one-score game, you don't really want to do that, obviously.
I agree, but don't call me obviously. We're here all week, folks.
Oh, did we find touch?
No, it stays in.
That's a mistake. Let's see if San Diego can make them pay.
Well, San Diego very fortunate on that hop, though, too. Good tackle.
Nice ruck. Good steal.
That steal was set up by the tackle by Scamp, who plays by the rules in her notes.
Yeah.
And that was a textbook tackle by the number 13.
Yeah, we're going to come back here. Golden Girls did a really good job of winning that ball at the turnover, got it back, but because they won it at the turnover, their offense was not set up. They weren't steep, so when they passed the ball out to their right, they couldn't help but pass it forward. And that's why we're going to come back. Forward pass against the Golden Girls, San Diego scrum. Just about 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half, 7-0 in favor of San Diego. We have attacking scrum just inside.
You just saw Captain Julia Busher having conversations with the referee and her teammates, telling her teammates to settle down, and then asking the opinion of the referee about something as Speedy Simmons, the scrum half, puts it in.
There we go.
Speedy taps it, puts it in, trickle backwards, Busher picks it up. Here come the Surfers, riding the wave.
That's a good quick ball right there, and more of that.
That's some good contact there on both sides of the ball.
Get it out now. Nice run. Found a little bit of a gap. Now recycle the ball. Get it out. Get it out.
It was Kirsten Franza with that tackle, the number 3 for the Golden Girls. And her little note there, Greg, says, larger vocabulary than the dictionary.
I'm not sure what that means.
That's exactly it. I think you just had an epiphany. Anyway.
Yeah, an extra roll there by San Diego results in a penalty for the Golden Girls. 3:20 remaining.
Unofficially.
And we're looking at, I got to be honest with you, they're going to kick, fine touch, line out, and we have not seen the Golden Girls really threaten to score. Hopefully they can win their own set piece here and do just that.
I don't know. Could the strategy be wear them down? Probably not, right?
No,
But, you know, like I'll go back to a Six Nations match with Ireland and England.
Mm-hmm.
And Ireland was perfectly content to let England have 70% of the
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, possession.
Gotta
won
win
the game.
Gotta win your set piece. Didn't do it here. San Diego's ball. So we still haven't seen the Golden Girls really on attack.
We got to start getting some sevens updates out there because the Olympic sevens are.
Yeah, I'll get my
women are
staff on.
playing today. Yeah, let's just we'll have our staff take care of that. But I'm hoping that the women's sevens team fares better than the men's sevens team.
Yeah, hey, it's gold or bust as far as I'm concerned.
For the women?
Yeah.
No, if they medal, I think that's a successful tournament.
I'll be proud of them no matter what they do. They represent the country well. But, hey, this is the USA. We do gold. Get it out there. Nice organized defense.
We haven't had gold in the Olympics in rugby since 1924.
Oh, that's a missed tackle, but still a nice run.
Boucher is
She's
just
still going. Makes the midfield.
It's the captain.
Good support. Nice quick ball. That's what they need to do. More of that.
Good run. Forcing the
Gain
tacklers. Yeah. See, the other thing is they're catching the ball.
Nice run.
See, this is better. Receiving the ball on the burst is what they weren't doing. They're catching the ball flat-footed.
Exactly. Again, they're using their width. They have numbers outside if they want to use it. Create gaps.
You know,
Raleigh doing a good job of defending so far, but San Diego's marching down the field.
but if you look right now, like if the phase came the other way, look at the back line. There's nobody is steep.
Not right now.
So everybody's going to catch the ball flat-footed.
Yep. Like that.
Like that. Well, that was a rotten pass.
Yeah.
So here's Speedy. Gets it out. Boucher.
Nice
with a
gap.
big, same deja vu. Right in the open. This time she's got some help. On the outside is a foot race now. Oh, just shy of the line. And pass off the back and into the try zone. Is it? It's knocked on in the try zone. No try. Great defense again coming back by the Golden Girls.
That's unfortunate. San Diego did a lot of good stuff there, using the width of the field, creating those gaps, got through the gaps, did some great offloads in the tackle, did a really good job of getting the ball down there, but unfortunately they knocked it on right there in the goal. Goal line dropout to Raleigh, and that should be halftime. There it is. 7-0 is your score.
If you are the Golden Girls, you got to be pretty happy about being down 7-0 right now.
Yes, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Boy, oh boy. 2 tries that were lost down in their end. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere because these are very short halves, folks. We just have to go to the ladies' room. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah. What's up? No, what's wrong? I just saw something. In our house? Shit. Remain calm. Oh.
And we're live. If you heard that, you know we're live.
Just telling everyone to remain calm. All is well.
Yeah, the booth is on fire. We're fighting. No, we're not. We're just kidding. There's nothing to really get excited about other than the rugby.
That's
which is
right.
God dag nabbit.
One-score
Excited.
game. 7-0 San Diego over the Raleigh Golden Girls. Very fortunate to have this quality of rugby here.
And that is Raleigh, North Carolina versus San Diego. You heard that right as the kickoff gets us started in the second half. Oh, not the start the Golden Girls wanted, Greg.
No.
Advantage being played on the knock-on by San Diego.
As a coach or a fan, you just hate to see stuff like that happen. But San Diego's now right in the middle of the field, just about at the 22, threatening. Again, asking questions up the middle. Earning the right to go forward. Set up well outside. Now they're going to use their width.
What does that mean, earning the right to go forward?
Yeah, so you're going to get the first couple of phases. You're going to use a crash ball just to see if they're going to stop you. Commit defenders to stop you. And if you run hard and you run straight, you should suck in a couple defenders. A quick recycle then should find an overload or a gap in the defense.
Okay, all right, okay.
That's what they did right there, really. At the 22 now.
Just getting in the 15, doesn't that earn you the right to go forward?
Getting in, how do you mean?
Just getting in the lineup.
No.
It gives you the opportunity to go forward. You earn
It's the
that right.
opportunity to touch the ball. But until
millennials,
you
you millennials. Oh, boy.
knock on there by San Diego.
So another Golden Girls 9 lives kind of situation.
Yeah, San Diego's right now is their own worst enemy. They're doing what they want to do. They're kind of executing their game plan, using their width and their ball handling to stretch the defense, and San Diego's finding those gaps. They just got to hang on to the ball and finish it. We saw the try in the first half, where they knocked on right there before halftime as we reset the scrum. Increasingly across the league, different competitions are going to the one reset kind of rule.
And then it's a free kick?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, we had the one reset, and she's not going to reset it again. She's going to go ahead and penalize somebody, which she should have done. Good job.
Is this the opening of the door for eliminating scrums completely?
That door has been opened a long time, and they got rid of the feed. They de-emphasized the credible put in.
Yeah, you're feeding the hooker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What a farce that is. That's
know.
still on the books.
Still on the books is right. It's just not emphasized anymore as a law. The idea is we want to get the ball in and get it out.
And now we're adding, in the line out, if it's not contested and it doesn't go straight, it plays on.
Yeah, that's never been written, but that's kind of what we've done. If one team is not going to compete in the air, then who cares? If it's not straight, what's the matter? I have a short throw here that was intercepted. Got to execute your set piece.
Is that an offside call in that?
I was going to say it didn't go 5.
Getting some help from the assistant referee, Pablo Esteban.
Yep. Pablo there, of course, telling Kat it didn't go 5, so we're going to have a free kick at the 15.
I don't know that his name is Pablo
That's fine.
Esteban.
That's fine.
He looks like he's off the cover of a romance novel, which is a compliment. Danielle Steels.
Golden Girls on attack. Final,
Oh,
nice
man!
Tackle.
That was some contact, Greg Gilliam.
Yep, good contest at the ruck. And an unfair one, according to the referee.
Okay. There's a kick into touch. It'll be a line out to the Golden Girls. Can they produce something here? And again, it's miraculous that they are only down 7-0.
At this point, it is. But this is the best attacking position they have. have had, excuse me. So this is going to be interesting to see what they can do with this. And again, it all starts with winning your line out, something that they have not done.
What's the elevation here? Do we know?
No.
I got it at 4,000 feet.
Good win in the line out. Now can we attack? Nice gap run.
Yeah, wise choice to keep that.
Yep.
Show and go.
Got to recycle. San Diego gets reorganized. Interesting choice.
Too much on it. Too much mustard into the dead ball area. That's going to come back.
Yep. So that was our first real glimpse at Raleigh on the attack inside San Diego's half. They got the ball wide, slow recycle, and the wing under pressure decides to kick and kicks it dead. San Diego, with the result in 22, puts it way down there.
Comes a little counter kick. Boink off the prop, but it went backwards. And she rumbles on. Oh, and it's stolen by the Golden Girls. Just ripped.
Now, what can they do with it?
Ripped in contact.
They're flat. They're disorganized right now, so they need a few phases. And as a result of them being flat and disorganized, they got a forward pass.
This is just, one mistake could possibly put the Golden Girls on the board.
For the viewer count, who's watching?
But they have to have the patience to just get some phases going.
I'm watching.
Yeah,
That's
they need a little continuity.
2.
Raleigh gets the restart. San Diego on defense.
So this is the one warning, right?
Yep.
Now, what takes so long to get the reset?
Oh, that's a great question. Usually at this juncture in tournament rugby, people are fatigued, especially if you've had a lot of scrums in a match. It's a nice warm day here, a little bit of altitude, so it might be a little fatigue factor setting in, but good teams will want to scrum and they want to set up and they want to go.
Yeah, you don't want your back standing around doing nothing.
Yeah.
You read the paper and sit down in a chair. All right, some pressure on the scrum half, and there's a knock on unforced error, and that's a killer.
Yep. Remember the the kickoff here at the start of the second half. Again, the Golden Girls couldn't corral the ball. It was a knock on. Here we have a nice platform for them to scrum. They get the ball out, one pass, another knock on. It's hard to get any kind of continuity when you keep fumbling the ball.
And she was looking up field before she had the ball because there was some space. There was an opening there. Eyes probably lit up, but looking in the wrong spot. Here's the tap and the put in. It's Cohen with the tap and put in for San Diego.
That's a good tackle there. Good offload as well.
And nowhere to run. There's a sea of jerseys from the Golden Girls around the ball carrier. But now if they can get the spin it out and spin it wide, they have numbers the other way.
Another good hard run by Julia. Is it Julie or Julia?
I think it's Julia Boucher.
Yeah.
It's spelled differently in two different places. Look, there's an N here, it looks like, and no N up here.
San Diego trying to find that corner. Good offload. The Golden Girls trying to stay organized in defense, and this slow ball here will allow them to do that. It's a good hard run going forward.
More good tackles from the Golden Girls, but they've been under so much pressure. It's got to crack sooner or later.
That's what we saw in the first half. Good defense, good defense, good defense, and then that crack. That's all San Diego needs, and they have the ability to exploit it. Ball going wide now. Nice loop. She find the corner.
She's got. Do you call that a single leg pant that she's wearing? The one.
Oh, you got to tackle.
Oh, and that's right under. And we talked about a break or a crack, and there it is, Greg. San Diego with their second try, just their second try of the match.
Nice running by San Diego, trying to stay on their feet and exploit the cracks in the defense. And not just the cracks in the defense, but also the poor tackling. You can't be going backwards and grabbing shirts. That's just not good tackling. San Diego takes advantage of the mistake and dots it in the goal for the try. 12-0 to the Surfers with about 14 and a half minutes remaining.
It's that 0-0 that just scored that try.
Yep. Is there a 0-0 on your roster?
Of course not.
Yeah, right?
Nope, there it is. Amy Verdonic.
I'm just going to go with Amy.
Okay.
It was a nice run. Amy did a good job. She's been making some challenging, she's been asking some questions the whole game, I should say. She's making some challenging runs and really forcing Raleigh to make their tackles. And there they didn't.
And the conversion's
she made
good.
it pay. Yep.
So 14-0 with the Surfers on top out of San Diego.
Plenty of time left. And just like we said last match, Matt, the opportunity is here. What you have to do, one step at a time, win this kick.
And then be patient.
Put the ball in the air, get under it, get the ball, and then catch it. Stop with the knockouts.
Patient with phases as well. Got some substitutions for the Golden Girls lining up here to come in. Same for the Surfers as we get restarted. Well received and good. That's a perfect way to take. Oh, there's going to be a penalty. Play it on. Why not let the play go?
So
she was going to score. She could have scored.
I will tell you that a lot of refs believe that once you have foul play or dangerous play, you need to blow it up right away. That was clearly one where I think advantage could have been played.
Absolutely. She was off and gone to the races.
Yeah. You don't have to blow it up right away. For those of people out there listening and wondering, you don't have to blow up foul play or dangerous play right away if there's a clear and obvious advantage. Not entering the gate against the Golden Girls, so they'll be back 10.
Yeah, you can't come in from the side, one of the side doors. You have to come in through the back gate. Here's the kick into touch. A line drive. Horizontally spinning line drive into touch. We don't see those too often.
Not a lot of elevation on that kick, but it does the job. Yeah.
The helicopters into the tent.
So with just about 11:30 remaining in the second half, down 2 scores. Raleigh making some subs here. You got to start taking some chances. You got to start putting pressure wherever you can. Try to arrest the momentum for the rest of this match. Because right now it's all San Diego.
All San Diego. All San Diego.
That's it. That's part of what you got to do.
Right there. Here's another shot. Luck is on the side of the Golden Girls in terms of opportunity. And it finds touch and stays in. A good kick. And she might have been on the line when she picked that ball up. That's just me.
The assistant referee disagrees with you. It's all right. She got it under pressure. Amy cleared it.
Let's go to the replay, and you'll see the foot clearly on the touch line when she fielded it.
Yeah, sure. All right. That's what we talked about, right? Golden Girls need to win their set piece. I know I keep harping on it, but this is one of those moments where you have to have it so you can let your offensive scheme develop. Nice. That was a good throw. That was well executed.
Looked like number 4 might have been offside for the Surfers, but did not get her hand on the ball, so no foul called. Surfers on defense in pink. Golden Girls with the ball in the beige and black.
Sure.
14-0 in favor of the visiting San Diego Surfers, as opposed to the hometown Raleigh, North Carolina team. But there's a great kick, a line drive over the head
Might be too
of Abby.
Oh, it dies right in front of the goal. Well done.
And there's an awkward kick under pressure that finds touch, but this will be another opportunity for the a golden opportunity for the Golden Girls.
I knew you were going to do that. This is the first real time they've had an opportunity inside the 22. So let's see what they can make of it. Last 2 lineouts for the Golden Girls, they've executed well. They have to set up their backs.
Let's see if it's in straight.
Not even contested. Play on.
Well, that's a good spinning of the ball, catching the ball in stride. You like that?
Pass.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Janie Codlett looked like she was going to at least contend for a try there.
That was a nice skip pass. We had the wing at pace, in space. Just couldn't find the handle. That's frustrating. Plenty of time, 8:30 remaining.
Boy, been there.
How many passes have you dropped on the wing?
We don't have a long enough time
Okay,
for
all right.
broadcast. Oh, I didn't like the wing. You sit out there forever, not doing anything.
Sun's in your eyes the whole time, right?
I did the New York Times crossword puzzle playing the wing.
But then that's on defense.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Good shove. Nice scrum by San Diego. A little bit of a panic ball there, but no harm, no foul. Ball went back, play on.
She's got some difficulty controlling those passes or kicks. There's another good kick.
This is too good.
And I don't know about that. Running it out there, you don't have to do that.
As we like to say in the industry, it's a curious decision.
So she put it down. If she touched it down there, it would have been a 22 drop, right?
Yeah.
Not an in goal.
Right.
So.
But it worked out. No harm, no foul.
A lot of pressure here. You got a deker.
What? Just I don't know why. Again, it's some curious decision making, but oh, look at that.
All right, it's a penalty awarded to the Golden Girls, and again, the Lady Fortune shining down upon the Golden Girls, because
San Diego was there at that breakdown, the firstest with the mostest, as they say, but you got to stay on your feet. You can't stay on if you fall off your feet, you're out of the game. But especially around the ball, you're liable for sanction.
The lackadaisical fielding of the kick.
Yeah, that was.
And then having I'm
biting my lip on that.
No plan of attack or counterattack. There was nothing. You got to have something in your head there. You're going to have to fake that one player out, and then you run downfield.
And if you can't do that, you're not.
Sense of urgency was not there for me.
Fair.
Okay, leave it at
fair
that.
Observation.
We'll move on. That may or may not have been straight, but nobody handled it. Series of knock-ons, and it will ultimately be
advantage to the Golden Girls in the line out.
And there's a whistle. No advantage gained. scraping the gum off her cleat.
Setting the mark.
Oh,
Setting the mark.
yeah. Because the gum in the cleat can be
Yeah.
tricky, too.
5:30 remaining in the second half. Golden Girls with the put in and scrum on the 50. They really need to do something with this. They're down 2 scores.
Here we go. It's a little high in that scrum. Base, here's the pass, and looking upfield again.
It's all right. They got bailed out here because of the offsides by the San Diego 9.
I get it. You're under 5 minutes left, but you can't do anything without the ball.
Agreed. Got it bailed out there, so they're still on attack. There's still hope. Run forward, ask questions, as they say.
Who are they?
Nice offload.
Oh, that's going to be a try. She can get by one more. Oh, good tackle. Golden Girls in support. San Diego hustling back into position, though. Is that window closed, Greg Gilliam?
No, it's still open. They got him. There's a penalty here, so the clock's off. Referee catch someone wants to talk to somebody.
Are we going to get a card? If so, it would be our first card of the tournament, or today, rather.
Looks like she's having a chat saying, hey, a little bit too many infractions. You got to police clean this up. And you really don't need to say more than that. This is now turning into a conversation. Maybe, how are you? Who's driving home?
Yeah, you guys
what's
flying out
dinner?
tonight?
Yeah.
Did you drive up?
Good Lord, we
San
don't
Diego?
need to talk this long. All right. San Diego's going to go. The clock is off, right? We have that.
Well, on the scoreboard will not be the same as the official clock of the referee. Who's hurt?
Not sure. Getting ready to restart here.
So we have an injury that we're dealing with on the sideline.
Yeah.
Number 3. Looks like Kirsten
Clock's
Franza.
on. Here we go. Penalty to the Golden Girls. They have to move about.
And they'll have to do it without Kirsten Franza, the number 3, as she came off. But she's walking under her own volition as they stretch for the try zone. Just shy. A great tackle from San Diego. Now going east-west, trying to get some kind of movement. The ball's still clean. It was kicked. Yeah, I think that's going to be a series of knocks, and then ultimately the ball will be in the possession of the Golden Girls. But that clock is just ticking down, ticking down.
Right? They need a score here.
Doesn't seem like anybody's in a rush. And I know they're exhausted.
Yep, they are exhausted.
It's been a long 3 days of rugby, right? So we get it. But this is the championship. You're here for a reason.
You're exhausted, elevation, sun's in your eyes, back hurt, blah, blah. Excuse. Hurry up, let's go.
Pipes break.
Got to win. Nice little run. Got to get that offload. Just couldn't get the offload, but it's good support. Nice tackle.
Can they get it in? Trying straight up the gut. Is she going to get held up in the try zone and repelled? Good defense from San Diego. They do not want to concede that score.
Penalty advantage to the Golden Girls.
Now, if you hit the pad, is it a try?
No.
What do you know?
Nobody out there.
And San Diego turned this over. No advantage gained, so it'll go back to the point of the original infraction. Again, the clock ticking down. The Golden Girls need to get the ball in the try zone, get the conversion, and get the ball back. Not going to do it that way, or are you?
Try awarded.
Try awarded. It was on her head.
Yep.
Presence of mind.
Janae she's had a couple opportunities handling that ball, and she's dropped a few. That one she managed to hang on to a difficult pass to handle, put it that way. And she managed to hang on to it, get the ball down.
She had to do a David Tyree in the Super Bowl versus the Patriots for the Giants, handling the ball off the head and then getting it down. But the clock, the enemy here, and this conversion means everything. No pressure, but if this conversion is no good.
It remains a 2-score game.
With no time. Our producer, PA announcer Eric, making sure that the kicker knows exactly what's at stake here. Kick is up, and the kick is no good.
We still have time.
But you don't.
No, we do.
You don't have time for 2 tries, 2 scores.
No. There's time on the clock, but you don't have time for 2 tries.
Yeah, it's not 0. We don't know how much time is left. 45 seconds are left in this match.
Yep.
According to Andy Buck of the Tech Zone.
Yeah, Tech Zone is flashing up to the press box at just 45 seconds remaining. I think there was more. I think 2 minutes went off the clock as the referee sat there and had the long conversation with the San Diego captain. But your point's taken, Matt. That misconversion still remains a 2-score game. And with 45 seconds remaining, it's going to be difficult to get those scores.
I'll bet you a nickel that they don't come back and tie this.
I don't know if I have a nickel. I got to pay a plumber here in a minute.
Side story here, ladies and gentlemen. In the booth, Greg got that haunting text that a pipe broke in his basement.
Yeah.
He lives in Vermont. I told him the first pint's on me. But in the meantime, the Golden Girls need a miracle and more. And I'm watching some of the teammates of the Golden Girls pass water bottles around. A quick story. Pat Holney of Old Breed is coming off the pitch and he's asking for water. And 3 guys throwing bottles of water at the same time. He catches 2 of them. The other one hits him square in the forehead. All right, there's a penalty.
Game's still alive.
You mean there's a chance?
You're saying there's a chance. No, there's no chance, even if they score.
Oh, man, there's a chance. Tap taken. Going to run it out of your own end because you got to. Let's see some phases. So if they come down, they score, they kick the conversion. Isn't the game over?
Yep.
Okay. So you want to apologize to me?
No, I'm not going to apologize.
Because there was no way they could win.
There was 45
they had to
seconds
hit the conversion.
They could have won.
He's a lawyer, so he will never admit anything.
That's right. Admit nothing, deny everything, make counter accusations.
It wasn't me. It's his cell phone song.
Yeah. Just kick it out, for Pete's sake.
Here's the Surfers, and they're going to kick it out.
There we go.
And earn themselves the victory in the women's club division. A great win for the San Diego Surfers over a game and gutsy Golden Girls out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Greg Gilliam, who's your player of the match?
I got to give it to number 8 there. Who we keep calling Jenny? Or do we decide?
The captain is Julia Boucher.
Right. I thought she had a great game, kept running like she was. She told us she was trying to get her team to earn the right to go forward, and she was a big part of that effort to get that team running north-south. She had a great run herself in the first, scoring the first try for San Diego in the first half, finding that gap. Golden Girls celebrating the completion of a great tournament. Congratulations, Raleigh. Thank you for making the trip. Yeah, you guys were fun. A lot of fun. Today, it was the San Diego Surfers who are going to celebrate their championship. Congratulations all the way out here, all the way across the country.
And now we got two teams from the Thruway in New York State.
Yeah.
Albany and Buffalo. The Albany Knickerbockers versus the Buffalo Rugby Club.
This is what
And our coaching staffs from both teams are scribbling in last-minute changes.
the upstate battle of the upstate teams.
Battle of the upstate teams. Who's got the worst weather? Albany or Buffalo? Thank you, Coach.
Nice shot at San Diego there. Congratulations, Surfers. Well done. You are the Women's Club Championship, or champions, excuse me. And the cool thing is that next weekend, the attention of the rugby world will leave the beautiful Adirondack Mountains and head to San Diego for the MLR Championship.
San Diego, which is German. All right. Greg, we got a big one coming up here. The men's club, Albany Knicks versus the, as we've said, the Buffalo Rugby Club. And I got to say, full disclosure, I did spend 5 years at the university at Buffalo. So I might be a tad partial in the broadcast. It's not intentional, but it's going to come out.
I noticed you didn't say graduate.
I did eventually graduate, but it took me 5 years to get an English degree. You do that.
Gotcha.
And a minor in accounting.
Did they pay you to leave, or?
It was a mutual. It was an NDA. We signed an NDA. I can't comment on it.
All right. Let's get this party started.
All right. And, let's see. I would imagine that Buffalo is in the blue hoops.
No, Albany's getting ready to kick.
I had a 50-50 shot.
You did. And you know what? That was a good shot. But it was wrong.
I don't see any Buffalo on the crest of that jersey. Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
They got it right there on their.
All right, whatevs. Here we go. Buffalo Rugby Club in the solid blue. Albany Knicks in the white with the blue hoops or stripes, whatever you want to call them. But this should be a good match. This is a rivalry that goes way back to the 1820s.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
Utu Matthews is our referee today.
Did you know the first
He's
rugby
from
game
Burlington.
played on American soil was between Buffalo Rugby and Albany Knicks?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Did you know the word gullible is not in the dictionary? 1820s, oh really? Is that what you said? Oh really? Oh boy, this is going to be a long match.
Yeah.
Albany gets us started. And here comes.
Same really objectives for these teams. Tournament rugby, right? If these guys have played 3 or 4 games so far, you know fatigue is a factor. But same principal objectives. Obviously, score more points than the other team. That's kind of the point.
Keep an eye on number 7 of Buffalo. And I'm going to butcher his first name, but his last name is Singh.
Oh.
And he is a dynamite player.
50-22. Nice kick. Nice kick.
Maninderjeet Singh, University at Buffalo alumni. So he's a touring University of Buffalo alumni side. Tuba.
There's a lot. You just said
There's
that.
a lot going on,
Yeah,
but
a
he's a
lot going
tuba.
on.
You a tuba?
Nice 50-22 from the fullback for Buffalo.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
The 50-22. It
Yeah.
really, rewards some quick decisions and some pinpoint kicking. And that ball's thrown sloppily up in the air and comes down with it to the Knickerbockers.
I can't tell from the camera angle if that was legit 50-22 or they were they gave it over to Albany. Regardless, Albany deep in their own half under the attack, trying to run it out. Nice switch. See what they try to reverse the field and take the ball off the boot.
All right, here comes the count. There's a whistle.
Yep.
Penalty was being played.
Offsides against Buffalo. We're going to come back and play that.
In a blur.
In a blur.
As a referee.
Yeah.
Would these jerseys confuse you?
No. There's enough white all the way around for the Albany guys that you can kind of see that they're white. It also helps their shorts are mostly white. So there's plenty of white there to go on. So as a referee, you're going to sit there and say white and blue. Stop this blue, stop that white. So that top part of the jersey is very helpful. Unfortunately, though, for Albany, and to a lesser extent Buffalo, you really want to read the numbers on the back.
Right.
And
those hoops,
yeah.
They assassinate numbers.
Exactly.
I said it over and over and over again to teams. You want your players to be known. Let us be able to read the number. That was a ball nobody wanted.
Right.
Trickles into touch eventually, but it'll come back, I think. It's not going to be a line out, is it?
I don't know. How
you
you
got a scrum down.
Restart the match after that kind of screw up.
I think he's got initially scrum down to Albany in the conference. That's the second time conference.
First knock on by blue, scrum white. Now, Albany had possession just a few minutes ago deep in their own end and tried to run it out until they got advantage.
All right, the tap and the put in. Pretty good push from Buffalo in that pack, but Albany able to get the ball out, maybe get some space in the field, widen the field a little bit, but nope, not releasing, and it's going to be a penalty to Buffalo. Do they go for posts?
I would. Again, objective number one, score more points than the other guy, the other team. Objective number two, of course, is not make mistakes. And that's what that was. This tournament rugby, like we said. These guys are tired, probably. It's a beautiful day in the afternoon, so heat's a factor, yada, yada, yada. So why play out of your own end? Put the ball down on the other end, play down on your opponent's end. But Albany's decided to run it out twice, and twice they've made mistakes. And this one may cost them points.
We've got some beards out there in this one. Noticing you got number 17 for Buffalo. You got number 6.
What are you talking about?
Beards.
Why?
Because the conversion's up and it's good.
Yeah.
Or the penalty is up and it's good.
Yeah, that made it. That's Albany's decision to run it out of there. It's cost them 3 points. So. $3-0 Buffalo. Now you got me thinking about beards now. That's not. Jack Burns with the restart kick here. Well taken. Poor tackling, poor tackling, poor tackling.
Nice run by Owen Lauder.
Buffalo making their way to the midfield. Oh, there's a nice tackle.
And there's a whistle and a penalty, Greg.
Yeah, not rolling away. It was a good tackle, good hit, but in the wrestle to get to the ground, you got pinned on the wrong side and slowed down the ball. And you can't do that. That's cheating.
Again, if we had raking,
yeah,
they'd police themselves, take some pressure off you referees.
There's some basis to that theory.
You hold the ball on the ground, you get raked.
Back in my day, that's what we used to do.
Oh, how many? Is that the first back in the day that we got?
It's the first back in the day. Back in my day, that was back when rugby was, Rugby.
Rugby was rugby.
Rugby was rugby. That makes no sense.
Now we have to tackle around the ankles.
Yeah.
All right.
Ball's away, looking for a ball.
This is rugby. Right here, this is rugby.
Yep.
Albany Knickerbockers versus Buffalo. Just a hop, skip, and a jump down the throughway from each other. Ball's in.
Ooh.
Who's got it?
You steal that.
Spoiled by Albany.
Under pressure.
Good Buffalo defense.
Albany just trying to crash once or twice to get that, get some space. Ask those questions, as they say.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Look
Burns.
back inside. Oh, that was a nice look, no-look pass back inside from Jack Burns. And a whistle.
Yep. Usually when you see the slow ball like that, that usually means someone's not getting out of the way. Or it means bad scrum half.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say the number 10, Jack Burns,
Yeah.
is Irish.
Based on the lack of a tan, even though he's been standing outside for 2 days in the bright
red
sunshine.
hair. And the name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is Burns, is that Scottish or is that Irish?
that's Irish.
All right.
And I'm wondering if he's actually from Ireland, because he's playing number 10 and he can kick.
Or if he's one of these people who claim to be Irish, having never been to Ireland.
No, I don't know, because we don't have a lot of fly halves in the American Eagle system. So,
And he is playing well.
yeah.
Nice
That's
lineup.
my Columbo. I'm doing Columbo here. That's my detective work. But here's some rugby work as Albany crosses midfield. They haven't been in Buffalo's end much. There's that Burns, that little kick to himself. Singh gives him a run for his money. Buffalo ends up with the ball, or they don't, or now they do, but they're just getting deeper in their own end. And now here comes a counter run and a little pop kick that stays in, stays real, and now a counterattack from Albany. We got back and forth rugby going on. They heard us say this was rugby. All in the 50th anniversary of the Can-Am Rugby Tournament. Now they're going to go back to their left or their right. He's got options. He goes the other way. Sucks in the loose head prop for a fake for Buffalo. He goes the other way, but it's going to be a penalty awarded to Buffalo, not releasing. You're on the ground. You got to let go of that ball, Greg Gilliam.
You do, and the main thing is when you have a poacher there, a defender who's on his feet and then has rights to the ball, if he's not cleared out, if he survives that first contact, then the referee's going to let him have rights to the ball. And yes, if you're off the ground and you've been tackled, you got to release the ball. Albany's frustrated there because they didn't do a good enough job clearing out. They need to finish their ruck, as they say.
All right, there's a kick that does not find touch. And that's our third left-footed kicker today that I've seen, which is kind of rare. Good tackle from Buffalo after a good run out of his own end.
There's how you finish that ruck.
He set that platform nicely. But, there's that wall of blue jerseys.
Yep.
There's no lack of physicality in this one. Nice over the head, no-look pass from Burns and springs his wing. But now they're going backwards again after that ground gain. Buffalo back on defense and forced into touch. It'll be a line out to Buffalo.
Buffalo did really well there in that kind of panic defense. We thought there were a couple of nice offloads there by Albany, and they were a step or two away from breaking. But they ran out of space. Buffalo lineup.
Ran out of real estate on the far side. And we got some wind blowing now, Greg. If you look at the posts on to our left,
yep,
Old Glory and the Maple Leaf, they're blowing significantly toward the right side of the pitch.
Kick directly out. That's a mistake.
Didn't want to do that.
Yep, that's a mistake. Now Albany have the line out. Now let's see if Albany can make him pay. Again, part of tournament rugby. There's going to be mistakes because of the fatigue, because of the sun, because of all the minutes you play. But part of tournament rugby is taking advantage of your opponent's mistake, especially when they commit these mistakes in their own half of the field.
Side note, I like the referees' uniforms.
You
but
do?
I would flip the aqua to the top and put the yellow at the bottom. Just me.
All right.
Line out taken by Albany. Trying to crack that Buffalo defense, which has been staunch so far. Both teams really have played strong defensive matches, as we're about 13 minutes left in this first half.
Good part of pace as you have support. Yep, good.
Got somebody down for Albany. He's back up on his feet. Looks like he got maybe his ear smacked. He's holding that ear in the back of that side of that head. Burns with a nice pass. Nowhere to go, looking back inside. Taking it off the base of the scrum, the ruck by himself.
Is he around the neck? That's a good question. Just let play on.
Could have been a high tackle.
Yeah. Got a rock. There you go. Finish that rock, just like you saw there.
There's Burns. No look pass back inside again. That combo has been working a couple of times now.
Any battery packs you haven't used?
Instead of going wide,
They can't charge
let the big fella rumble in tight. Nowhere to go in traffic to the ground. So it's a tackle. Burns looking outside. He's got 11.
8 minutes.
Let us know when it gets
Frazier,
Okay.
but he's bottled up after he gets rid of it. Now again, it's knocked in a touch. Again, good defense at the last minute by Buffalo, and it'll be their line out.
Albany got it wide. Burns with a nice skip pass to the winger, who does a nice job of keeping the ball in the field of play. Gets it back to his support, his fullback. But again, Buffalo there with the defense, and Buffalo shoving him out. Now with the line out.
Nice shot from our crew showing us the angle here. Singh can't handle it, but stays in possession of Buffalo. That was a very fortunate series of events there for Buffalo. Now they've got some room up the middle, perhaps.
Trying to run it out.
Good grab of that pass.
Good offloads.
And now you could maybe kick it deep.
And Albany with a turnover.
Wow, just like that. Ball turned over again. Burns has to eat it, goes back the other way. He's going east-west and kicks it into touch again, so it'll be a Buffalo line out again.
I will tell you, Burns ran across there. He was looking for the wing on the outside because he saw the numbers were limited. But on this pitch, which is a little bit narrow, not too bad, he just ran out of space. Right idea, just not enough real estate.
Yeah, Burns looks like he knows what he's doing on that pitch. It's a line out from Buffalo. There's a kick, deep kick. It's going to find the turf, and now counterattack from Buffalo. On the outside, oh, he's scooting down the far side. Good tackle from Buffalo, but great yardage picked up on the counterattack from the Knickerbockers.
Got to finish, got to finish. Yeah.
And they get penalized once again for not releasing.
Yeah, Buffalo did a good job there. When the scrum half goes alone, or whoever picks up there goes alone, you got to make sure you have support with you. Did not have the support with them. Buffalo did a good job of staying on their feet, releasing the tacklee, and then staying on their feet and going for the ball and surviving the contact. Albany again frustrated because they didn't finish the ruck.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
So we were down there for, 2 or 3 minutes. Albany was down there in the quote-unquote red zone for 2 or 3 minutes. It comes away with no points. Buffalo has the line out and moving in from here. Nine minutes remaining.
Taken nicely by Singh in the line out. Here come Buffalo. They got one more man on the outside. Good look back inside. There goes 13. He's sprinting down the field. That's Rempe. Tackle from behind, but support is there.
Albany got to get back. They got to get organized.
Here's Ghetto. And a whistle and a penalty to Buffalo. Do you take the points here, Greg?
I do because, again, Albany's not shown anything, but that's me. I like points.
Yeah.
3 points are on offer. Might as well take them. Oh, they're going to go for the scrum.
I don't know, man. Statistically speaking, you don't get points after you pass up the 3-point attempt. Kicking to the corner, what do you think the percentage of getting a try on kicking to the corner is?
I don't know. I haven't seen the numbers on that.
It's 28.3%.
Okay. All right. There you go. I would round it to 30, but all right.
Google it, folks. And that's on the teleprompter. I'm just reading the teleprompter.
They're going weak on the tap.
Scooting on the outside. They had room. Are they going to make us look foolish by getting a try here? Yes, they are. Buffalo in for the first try of this match, and they take the lead 5-3, which could be 7 if they make the conversion.
It's 8-0.
Never mind. I take it all back. It's 8-0. Buffalo adding to their lead. Well, you got the visitor and home scoreboard up there. I'm thinking this is closer to Albany, right? No, Buffalo. Which is closer, Albany or Buffalo?
I don't know.
Pretty good at you.
I'm just letting you kind of
Just
wallow in
implode.
your
You're supposed to back me up here a little bit.
I was having fun watching you try to rationalize that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep going, Matt.
8-0 right now.
It's a nice on that scrum there. Again, the scrum chosen as an option after the penalty was won with Albany under pressure, but scrum was nice and steady. They go weak side. And I got to be honest with you, some poor tackling from Albany on that weak side.
Kick is up and kick is good, Greg.
Yep.
Yeah, poor tackling, you're right.
Yeah, and as a result, Buffalo squeezes through the gap, finds the gap, dots it down, converts the try for a 10-0 lead with 6 minutes and change remaining in the first half.
If you're just joining us, this is the men's club championship between Albany and Buffalo. You're at the 50th anniversary of the Can-Am Rugby Tournament, this storied, special, spectacular tournament. We're in Saranac. A lot of the games are also in Placid, but here comes Buffalo. Here comes Singh with a counterattack on the restart.
Albany running pretty straightforward.
And it's a nice little kick. That's a good kick, putting Albany under pressure. And not a good counter kick at all.
Those
it might have been tipped.
Offsides. Yeah, that was curious execution there. Maybe sensing that Buffalo knows that, or believes rather, that, another kick again.
Kicking away possession,
Yeah.
but that was an advantage being played on an offside.
Yeah.
Sure, right? Or not
I
coming in
think
from the side.
Buffalo senses that they might have, that Albany might have a little bit of an experience gap at fullback, and it showed there a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they're going to just test him more and more as the day goes on. But that's an opportunity for him,
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
Not taking the points here again. I would have taken the points, but that's just me. I like
Well,
points.
It's not an easy kick,
with the wind.
but you do have the 10-0 lead, so maybe that affords you to take that kick.
Yeah.
Right? Make it 13-zip.
10-0 lead. You're going to take forever taking that penalty, so you take time off the clock. But here, they made a fool of us last time, Matt. Maybe
You're
they're
right.
going to do it again.
You're right. Taken by Buffalo.
We've got the maul going. No.
A little bit of a standstill.
Yeah. Looks
And
like Albany got on the ball and
Wow.
couldn't produce it. Right?
What a turn of events.
Once you start that maul, you have to produce the ball once the maul ends. And
what was that, a kick to the corner? 28.3%? That just went lower.
yeah. Fool me once, Buffalo, but not twice.
Statistically speaking.
Albany successfully defends them all, and they'll be there put in on the scrum. Buffalo looking to spoil it here.
All right. Let's see what Albany does under duress.
A lot of real estate in the middle of the field for Jack Burns.
And here's a whistle.
Going to reset the scrum. Talk to the players. He's going to say something like, you know what, you need to drive straight. You need to keep your feet.
The Green Goddess has great vegan options. Have you gone in the lake yet?
I have not.
Which lake haven't you gone in yet? You have to. Mirror Lake is easy, nice. It's got the little beach thing over in Placid. But you have like 75 lakes to choose from around here that you can just hop in.
Yeah. I need to find a secluded one. I don't want to scare the children, you know?
Yeah. Well.
All right, let's get this going.
You mean alert the authorities. Here's Burns.
He doesn't want to go down the middle. He just wants to find touch. Okay, that's
he,
good.
He helicopters one in there, too. That might be the wind, perhaps, playing. Knocking the ball
kind
in.
of going back and forth, but 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Burns tries to get some real estate. Finds a little bit. Now Albany is going to try and punch one in here. Sorry, Buffalo is going to try and punch one in here before the end of the half.
Their outside center looks like a hooker. Is that just the hooker out of position? Is he a back?
He's
wearing number 17.
And then knock. First one by Blue. Scrum white.
Frustrating.
Now, this will be interesting. Albany will want to try to get points here in the next minute and a half remaining in the first half. So good ball to Burns, and let's see what he does. Backs are nice and steep. Buffalo, of course, wanting to spoil this scrum as much as it can.
Well, and there's a lot of room between him and the line of Buffalo. So maybe he runs and then kicks. Here we go. A relaxed Burns takes it. Crash. That didn't work well.
Nope, well defended. And
Rempe coming up in defense. Long Island's finest is the note about him.
That was a good call from the assistant referee. I think Butu Matthews, the referee, didn't see the knock. He was shielded from it. Didn't see the knock in the tackle. Thomas Krebs, the assistant referee, did see it, radioed it in.
All just synergy, all working,
right.
Firing on all cylinders, efficient refereeing.
That's good refereeing right there.
That's what you get here at the Can-Am Rugby Tournament.
That's right.
Efficient refereeing. Except we'll talk about the man bun later on.
I don't want to talk about any man bun ever.
And the light blue, whatever you call it, holding the man bun in place.
It's a scrunchie.
Oh.
I have 2 daughters. I know what a scrunchie is.
Oh, man.
And men don't wear scrunchies.
Apparently they do. All right, but onward with the game, the match. Buffalo takes it to the ground. Counter ruck attempted by Albany, but no go. Nice rumbling run by Bennett. On the outside, here's 11. Powell getting the ball on the outside.
Got to tackle, guys, and you just didn't tackle.
Is that Powell? Is that number 11? It looks like it was. Quinton Powell with the try. The note here and the anecdote is don't let him meet your sister.
Albany didn't do anything magical, or sorry, Buffalo did not do anything magical there. They used the ball, recycle off the ground, not particularly quick, but they got the ball out to their winger, and then it looked as though the Knickerbockers decided they were going to play tag. They just didn't want to tackle him. And that's unfortunate because the halftime clock had shown zeros for like the past 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, we still have a little bit of official time here.
Honig with the conversion.
Yabba dabba doos it to the tee and sneaks it through. Great kick from Honig.
Nice angle there from our camera crew. Got to be honest with you, this has been one of those games where you've seen talent from both sides, but poor tackling from Albany has been the difference. Just that's it. And then when you have those mistakes, you need to take advantage of them, and that's what Buffalo has done. They've actually made their game plan to score off of Albany mistakes, and it's working to the tune of 17-0 at halftime.
Yeah, you got to be happy if you're Buffalo, because that was a game where nothing was happening.
Yeah,
no score, no points, and then the surge from Buffalo, being opportunistic. But there's one thing that we missed in the first half completely.
Go on.
And you have to see number 15, Polino.
Yeah.
His mullet.
Oh.
It's his number 15 right there in front of us in the booth.
That's some party in the back right there.
Come on.
That is some real party in the back.
That screams Skajaquita. It screams.
So in this club championship, we've had your focus on beards.
Yeah.
Man buns and scrunchies. And now, and I will say this last one appropriately, on that mullet. That mullet deserves some attention.
Well, I'm a bald guy, and unlike Billy Egan, bald by his choice, I had to succumb to baldness.
Hair's overrated.
It is. Here's to you. Oh, ba-dum-cha. Let's see if we're live, and we'll be right back in a moment. All right, we are back for the second half, and we're playing 25-minute halves for this men's club championship between Albany and Buffalo. The Knicks trail Buffalo 17-0, and will have their work cut out for them in this second half. While we wait for the kickoff, just want to point out the great work that the crew has done here. Eric and his staff from Good Guy Productions just knocking it out of the park. It's not an easy production. There's a lot of moving parts. That's what a tournament's all about, but they are killing it, and it's great that we have the live stream. If you're looking for the live stream, you can go to Rugby Wrap-Up on Twitter or Facebook, and the live stream will give you that, where the info, that is. But we are underway for our second half.
15 minutes.
And here we go. Honig gets us underway with his team leading. 17-zip. The Knicks need something, and they need it in a hurry. But at the same time, they have to be patient. There's the irony. Burns kicks to get some space, allows a counter attack from Buffalo. And here comes one of our last try scorer. That's number 11, Quentin Powell, who's asserting his physicality as a back for Buffalo. But on the outside, Buffalo looking to add to their lead, and what's the call? It's a try after a consultation. Buffalo right out of the sheds scores another try, Greg Gilliam, and it's suddenly 22-0 just like that.
You have to want to tackle.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds so basic, but it is a fundy. It's a fundamental. You have to want to tackle. You have to tackle in these matches, especially when your team needs something out of the break, out of the halftime break, and you get nothing but a try for the opposition.
Yeah.
We were momentarily stunned a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. There was a wasp the size of an alligator floating around our booth. We were wondering if it was going to get in the open window.
I wasn't concerned.
Okay. He was the one with his headset off the whole time. Okay. Flailing about.
Simon Holding with the conversion.
We're futzing with our equipment here a little bit. All right. So the conversion was no good.
Good shot of Thomas Krebs running across your camera there.
So the lead stays at 22 points. All right, now I was going to ask you what Albany had to do coming out of the locker room, so to speak.
Yeah.
But now that's got to have changed. So what do you do now?
Again, you have to start with possession. You need the ball. But particularly on Albany defense, you have to tackle better. That's their biggest problem right now is Buffalo is running through and they're not paying prices. And case in point, just go, or back in midfield. Quick recycle, finds a gap.
Crashing runs from Buffalo.
Quick recycle is what we're looking for here.
Another big run. I'll tell you what Buffalo does is they run physically right at you.
Yep.
You know, there's nothing fancy.
Running in nice pods. Oh, good pressure there. That's fine.
And there's a whistle and a penalty offside. Albany clearly offside.
Yep.
So I guess, you know, they're like, okay, well, we got to do something, so let's throw the textbook out the window. There again, I don't know if we get a shot of the sideline for the Buffalo sideline, but number 15, if our camera crew can get number 15 from Buffalo, that is the most outstanding mullet we have seen in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Number 15 from Buffalo.
It's
Mr. Polino, take a bow.
Simon appropriately killing clock here with a big lead, 22-0 over Albany. As he lines up this PK.
Kick is up. And the kick is good. He has been very good today. Has Simon Honig, who loves matzo balls. That's in his bio/anecdote. Some of these, you may guess, are supplied by teammates or the assistant coaching staff. Trotting off a couple of the Knicks, including number 15. They're making a change at 15, so Josh Markland is out.
25-0 as we wait on the ball.
Just a little side note, Preston Frazier, the number 11 for the Knicks, has two different cleats. He's got a white one and a black one.
Yeah, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to get one over on you, pal.
I'm just, you know.
Oh, it's not how you start a comeback.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You know, they played so well to get here, and that's the thing, too. You know, it's a tough climb to get to the championship match. The club division is a strong one. I know there is a Premier Division again for the first time in a while.
Yep.
But this is tough competition. To get here, you got banged up bodies. You've had to play a lot of rugby in a short space of time. But you're here, man.
Yeah.
You're here, right?
You're here, and what you want to do is, put your best foot forward. Finish the tournament on a high note. And right now, that's what Buffalo's trying to do.
All right, and you're getting live streamed.
Yeah, right?
Come on.
What's that about? Nice pass and good tackle.
Great tackle.
That's what we need to see out of Albany.
Anthony Cormace, or Camas. Cormace.
Good tackle, good offload.
Another Albany player slow to get up after a good tackle, and it's a penalty awarded to Albany, as Singh did not let go of the ball on the ground.
I can't tell. He won't turn around from it, but I think that's Anthony. I can't tell who made that tackle and won the ball in the turnover. But if it's Anthony Cormace, am I saying that right? Cormace?
No, Cormace.
Yeah.
Cormace.
C-O-R-M-A-C-E.
Yeah.
Tony, as we like to call him.
Tony Cormace.
There you go.
Hey. Oh, how you doing?
He's come in and made an impact. Good for him.
He is. Right away.
Yeah, he made a nice tackle over here near us, and then got to that breakdown and competed and won the ball. Earned the penalty.
So it's not open substitutions in the club division, right?
It should not be. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but it should not be. That's a long way of saying I don't know.
Well done. You ought to run for office. Line out taken by Albany with the only guy standing on the ground.
It works.
I got an idea, guys. Nobody jump. That'll fool him. Anyway, there's an advantage being played here by Albany. Good tackle. Number 18, Franco Ferrar. He loves hugs. And he apparently loves to tackle, but that's another penalty.
Got to stay on your feet. Albany staying alive.
Can you get away with like a toe of 1 foot up? Can you get away with just your toes touching the ground? Is that still staying on your feet?
No, you got to support your own body weight with your feet. Cannot.
Without the hands.
Without the hands, that's right.
Right.
Unless, of course, you're
Lucas Rumble
bound
used
to
to get away
else.
with it over and over again in the MLR. The former Toronto Arrow turned Chicago Hound. By the way, tip of the cap to the Chicago Hounds for playing out the rest of their season in a very strong fashion, only losing yesterday in the Eastern Conference Final of Major League Rugby to the defending New England Free Jacks. So the Free Jacks will now face the winner of the Seattle Seawolves versus the Dallas Jackals. That match today in Seattle. There's a kick. I don't know what's going on. They're trying to get the ball. Can we just get the ball in, please? They have more than one ball.
They do, and when some go to
blazes, as far as I'm concerned. Just get what took so long to get this going? Ball's out, taken by Albany. Here comes Burns. He gets the ball back after looping, and on the outside, maybe turning the corner into the try zone, and it is.
Nice.
Just like that. Hey, it's that easy, guys.
That's right.
Win a line out, hold on to the ball, get Burns to pass it wide, and get it back. Wow, hey.
That's exactly right. First of all, you got to win the line out. They did. They won their set piece, and then some good, quick, crisp ball movement with some nice loops. Creates the overload, and they took advantage of it.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Thought it down in the corner. Jack's waiting on the tee. It's coming across to him, but they need to hurry this conversion up because clock is moving. Tick-tock, tick-tock, and they need 20 more points after that try. Hopefully 2 of them will come right here.
All right, upcoming, we still have 2 more matches. We have the Men's Premier Consolation match and the Men's Premier Championship match.
Nice.
Those should be some high-stakes, high-quality rugby as that conversion just fell short off the foot of Buffalo or the Albany Jack Burns. Easy for me to say. I'm woo.
You're having a tough time with that English sentence, aren't you?
And I didn't play. I did bring my stuff. Conversion was no good.
Right.
So it's 25-5?
25-5 to Buffalo. They're going to take their own sweet time about getting this restart off, which is they should.
You bet your sweet Bippy.
They're right. And what they're going to do now.
All right, here we go. The restart by Honig. Settling under it is Frazier. Johnny Two Cleats, they call him. Barreling run from Albany, but repelled by strong defense from Buffalo. Burns trying to spin it outside. But again, as soon as an Albany player gets the ball, there's a blue shirt on him. Great line speed from the Buffalo defense. And now knocking guys backwards in their tracks. Dominant tackles. Smelling a victory. Playing a little bit lighter in their step, right, with that 20-point lead, Greg.
Yep.
Burns
This
looking
is
to get
what-
something going. Maybe we got an opening here. You got a man. Oh, the ball tipped and taken back.
Here comes the card. Yeah.
He's going to call him for a deliberate knock-on?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the right call. That
And
is-
it's our guy.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Mullet, Danny Polino,
Camera 3 back up.
currently
Looks like I got
re-enrolled in
45
elementary school, is on his notes. And that was an elementary school error.
Yeah, that gets going to put Albany a man up with about 12 and a half minutes remaining. Really unfortunate. You need to take advantage of this now.
Burns drives one into the lake, into touch.
Yep. Mr. Krebs showing him no love in terms of the lineup.
Can Polino be the player of the match just on the mullet alone?
I'm on my
You
last
really like this
battery.
mullet,
Oh,
don't you?
come
I mean,
on,
it's,
man.
I give it. It's a good mullet, but I mean,
Listen, if I could
I
grow
have a
hair
spare
again,
if
I'd
he
do
wants to
all
come get
kinds
it
of
to
things with
charge.
it.
not contested, but knocked on.
I have a
That's a
spare
mess.
here. if he
Sloppy,
wants to
sloppy,
come get it to
sloppy.
charge.
Blow it up.
Burns collects it, turns it upfield. That might have been a forward pass, but it doesn't matter because it went to
Yeah.
his toes and will come back anyway. No advantage gained.
Yep. It's unfortunate because the lineout was uncontested, so there's no real reason why Albany should have done better there. They got a bit lucky that the Buffalo defender coming through the lineout just dropped the ball.
All right, so in a 25-minute half, how long's a yellow card?
I believe it's 5 minutes. We'll get one of our runners to confirm that.
So you don't know. That's a lawyer saying he doesn't know.
Yes.
I believe it's, yeah.
Based on all the
I thought it was
information
7 minutes.
made available. Yeah, sure. 7. What did I say?
You said 5.
Yeah, 7.
Let's meet at 6. For drinks. I don't care about the game.
Yes.
All right, fair enough. As Buffalo on defense, a man down, but with a 20-point lead. Burns of Albany
Nice.
gets it out.
Patience.
Good cut back inside. Now somebody's on his outside to help him if he needs it. He may not need it. Oh, he's taken down.
Oh,
Great
what a
run.
steal. What a steal.
And poached by Buffalo. But no, yeah, now they're going to try to play it out of their own end. Get some room for a kick, perhaps, from Honig. There it is. He doesn't find touch, but the ball eludes Albany. And only now is there a counterattack without urgency, and it's picked off! Picked off and taken the other way. It's a foot race and a try for Buffalo on a lackadaisical pass. And that's what happens, and that's going to put the nail in the coffin. Short-handed, down a player. Buffalo strikes just like that, Greg.
Had him under pressure. Buffalo kicks to relieve the pressure. Albany fields the kick and just trying to find how am I going to counterattack? One of the ways you counterattack is you get the ball to the middle of the field, usually your fullback waiting for it. So once that decision was made to get to the ball to the middle of the field, everyone knew it.
Here's a term that we haven't used today. Lollygag.
Lolly.
You don't lollygag when you're down by 20 points and you get a kick in the open field.
Yep.
You either charge fly forward or, as you said, get the ball to midfield
Yep.
and then loop an attack,
Yep.
right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly
Come
right.
on, man.
And by the time the decision was made in this instance, everyone was in on it. And credit, who's our try scorer, number 5? Is that Colton? credit to Colton for
Colton Kells. Colton Kells a good
credit
player.
to Colton for
He just flew.
just he's got in there and picked that pass off.
His eye, it was like a shark on a seal.
Yeah.
His eyes just woo. And the conversion is good. Insult to injury. Honig, excellent from the tee. And he's got the same color cleats on. That's all I'm going to say, right? The most successful kicker today is wearing the same colored cleats.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And who is that number?
That made the kick?
No, 26 was the one who made the pass.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily have to bring. He's going to get punished in Kangaroo Court tonight by his teammates. So
But poor guy. As soon as he made the pass, hands went straight to his knees. He bowed his head. He knew. He just kind of goofed up. I felt bad for him.
I know that Albany State and Knickerbocker legend Bruce Celeste is at home, just shaking his head in disgust at that pass.
Yeah.
Absolute disgust. But now the ball finds the grass again, bounces into Buffalo fortuitously. They take it to the ground and control it. Honig. Nice run by 21, who stayed on his feet somehow.
Yeah.
Longer than he should have. That was mathematically impossible how long he was able to stay up. I think that was...
No, it's the...
Yeah, let's look at the right list. That's number 21. That was... Looks like Pat Klopp.
Yep. Pat made a nice run, stayed on his feet, just didn't quite finish it off. His teammate is that Billy Egan came in with a good bruck, bought him some time, but then they bobbled the ball from the pickup. So Albany on the attack.
Billy bald by choice Egan. Again, that's in his notes. I'm Matt McCarthy and Greg Gilliam, and if you're wondering why I keep talking about hair, it's because I'm bald and I'm jealous. And it's a long day.
It is.
You know?
It's a weak side attack that actually went nowhere.
You mean our commentary?
Well, that and the Albany attack. I don't know what the point of that was. But anyway, here we go.
All right.
Got to finish the ruck. And he didn't. Nope, it's an open ball. Good steal.
Oh! Taken back by Albany now the other way. Who'd have thunk? Within the last 3 minutes, we'd see turnaround tries taken to the house by both teams.
Yeah, I think that is Arango that scored there for Albany.
Hold on to your hats.
Yeah.
We fasten your seatbelts. We might have a comeback.
I tell you, that was it was well read by Steve. Buffalo was panicking just a little bit, not too much, but they were panicking just a little bit getting that ball around. Steve stayed patient, made it the right read. Ball went right to him.
And our king of mullets is getting ready to come back in. He's no longer sitting in the Simbin chair, Polino, but he's ready to come flying in.
Conversion's no good. That's 4 points now.
They needed that one, yeah.
Yeah. 32-10 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on our clock.
Do you think the Sun's getting the burns? He's got like, what, factor 75 on?
He's young. He's fine.
Yeah. Tell that to basal carcinoma.
The ball, of course, missing, so Buffalo's going to take their sweet
Yeah,
time.
God forbid we had another ball. But some congratulations for a couple players coming off the pitch for a job well done on the Buffalo sideline. Looks to be number 2.
Billy Egan.
Billy Egan.
Balled by choice.
And a great game played by Billy Egan.
Yeah.
His cleats are the same color. I'm just going to say that. I mean, if you're going to wear 2 different colored cleats, A, it has to have been you lost one.
Yeah.
And you're being, you've been fined by the team. Or B, you better be like an exceptional kicker, right?
Yeah, one would think.
Like NFL field goal kickers when they used to wear the different cleats.
Gate entry.
Yep. Gotta come. You can't come in through the side. There's the kick by Burns into touch.
Need to get this line out. Need to move. Yeah.
All right, there's some urgency getting the ball in, but it goes to the ground. Nobody seems to care about it. Oh, there's a guy that wants it. He's going to throw it in.
A little bit of
Number
pace.
18. Looks like Nick Blaze is in at hooker. He'll be throwing it in. All right, so
Yep.
you could start thinking about your player of the match should Buffalo hold on to this 22-point lead.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to, especially with Albany screwing up their set pieces.
And it looks like they're back at full strength. And by the way, number 18 for Buffalo is rivaling Polino in the mullet department.
Is he?
Yeah, you got him. He's walking over there, number 18. But in the meantime, play continues. On the outside, Buffalo going the short, going the other way. Oh, some great stiff arms, just staying on his feet. A great run. Opening it up on the far side. Albany needs to get some jerseys over there. Although now the guy that just scored the try for Albany has a jersey that really confuses the two colors of the teams. Right? He's got the different shade of blue that's almost, I don't know. I can't tell what's going on at certain points.
Yeah, good call. 15, your favorite mullet right
Yeah,
there.
he's
went diving into that ruck.
He's got an issue with discipline.
Right off his feet. Can't do that.
Right in front of the referee.
Yeah, that was not a good picture he presented to the referee. Butu Matthews had no choice but to make that call. Jack Burns going to find touch, and now the clock is, of course, the enemy for Albany.
So you know what I do right now? He just came out of the sin bin. He had us play down 10 minutes,
Yep.
or whatever it was, 7-5, whatever. We're not 100% sure, but you do that. I say, okay, now you're going to sit on the bench, and we're going to put somebody else in for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I don't care what the score is,
Certainly cost his team so far,
but you got to have some discipline.
but it's not been fatal.
Oh, is that the way you're going
Yeah,
to acquiesce?
look, it was a penalty of aggression down there. He was off his feet. It kind of tripped. The referee had no choice to call that. But, yeah, between that and then the deliberate knock-on, he's not an asset right now.
You Gen Zers are just so forgiving. Line out taken by Albany. The Knicks. Burns.
Getting a little bit telegraphed.
Oh, boy, there's a hospital pass.
Yep.
On the outside, here turning the corner. Good defense, but still on his feet. A good, strong run from Albany. Dug out of the base there, now continuing. Trying to put faces together. You got to put faces together, but the clock is against you. And I'm going to say Buffalo wins this one.
With a minute left and a 22-point lead.
Yeah, I'm going out on the limb.
A knock-on by Albany.
Yep. And here comes that man, Franco Ferrara.
Pick up and go. Yeah.
And a penalty awarded to Buffalo.
Not releasing.
Billy Egan may be out of the game, but he is being heard on the sideline telling them, no, don't take the quick tap. Let's just burn the clock.
There you go. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
And they're going to go for the long shot, huh?
Yep.
I like that.
Points. As the clock winds down.
See, the thing is, the posts aren't the highest on the planet, right? And if you kick into the other end, you have the flags on top of the post, which gives you a little bit more height to kick at if you're a kicker, right?
Sure.
This is to me, this is a much more difficult kick, especially from the distance. And because I still can't get the ball off the tee. Can you kick?
I used to when I was younger and had better hamstrings.
All right. Could you kick for points accurately
Yeah, I've done it here on this field, actually.
on this very field?
On this very field, through the uprights. You can see the uprights to the right of the scoreboard there. Maybe you can't.
Well, you'll see him shortly if you're not seeing him now. And the kick is up, and it's just wide, and
Wide left.
probably had enough distance. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, let the line out go.
Yeah, he's going to
Oh,
call
he's
that.
gonna-
Thrown into touch. You can't throw the ball into touch.
what if he kicked it?
He needed kick it so you're fine. But he threw that into touch. It's a little
And
bit-
clearly there was nobody over there for him to say that he
Yeah.
was trying to hit.
Yeah.
It's like, quarterback in the pocket throwing the, grounding.
Yeah, basically. So Albany's going to get an opportunity to make the score line a little closer.
All right, so as we wind down, it looks like Buffalo Rugby Club will be the champions versus the Albany Knicks in the men's club division.
Jack Burns trying to get over the Buffalo defense there. It was a little chipper, but fielded well by Buffalo. Mark called.
There's the final horn. So we'll see if this is indeed the last play of the match.
Finds
and yes, it is.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so Buffalo charges onto the field. It's a good point by our producer, Eric, that this was the all-New York final in the men's club division. And that's not just because teams are just from New York. They're from all over the country. But what a victory for Buffalo. They've had a pretty good storied franchise themselves over the years.
That's just because you play with them?
I didn't play with them. No, I did not.
Really?
No, I played with the college, but I didn't play with the men's club.
That's right.
But on that note, we're getting ready for our next one where the East Side Hyenas are coming out. And they'll be playing against
Kutztown alumni.
Kutztown alumni. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back. Don't go away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our men's premier consolation match between Kutztown in the maroon and the East Side Hyenas in the country's colors, red, white, and blue. This country's colors, that is. Greg Gilliam, I'm Matt McCarthy. We're in the booth. The 50th anniversary of the Can-Am Rugby Tournament in the spectacular setting that is Saranac. We've got lakes. We've got Lake Placid where matches were taking place. We have beautiful sunshine, spotless, beautiful skies, the water you can drink out of the streams. It's just wonderful, Greg.
This is beautiful. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
There we go. We get it is a beautiful area. It's a beautiful time and a beautiful setting, and we're very grateful to be here.
And it looks like the Hyenas are going to get us started. And the Hyenas are a different breed, folks. They don't really have numbers on the back of their jerseys. They have symbols and stuff and names. So it's a little bit challenging to call them out individually, but we'll do our best. And they're going against Kutztown, which is always a good rugby team. All right, so.
Yeah, KU, Kutztown. Always a good historical rugby legacy there, rugby tradition.
With the legend that is Doc Jones.
That's right.
Coaching along with Jeff Duke.
That's right. They've been to a few national finals in the sevens. I was a part of those games. Thank you. Still trying to get that mic to work.
There you go.
There we go. Better?
That's better, yeah, you good. All right, so now it's Kutztown. I beg your pardon, it's the Hyenas put in. And the Hyenas are basically the Detroit tradesmen with a sprinkling of stars from the likes of Illinois or Wisconsin or wherever it's freezing cold in the Midwest. But they are hot always here at this tournament. But the ball taken from by Kutztown. Number 13 just ripped it out of there. That looks like Bruce Dolan. Man, he stole that ball. And now Kutztown trying to run it out of their own end, maybe get some room to kick. They seem perfectly content to just ram it forward. They got some big bodies in that lineup. And the Hyenas have been battle-tested so far in this tournament. Both of these teams have. But the Hyenas have teams entered in a bunch of different divisions. Here comes Kutztown. That's number 11, taking it hard into the ground, Murphy Lil. Or is it Lil Murphy?
Got to follow the ball.
Greg, some up-tempo attack from the Kutztown so far.
Yep.
But then giving possession away, just as we point out, that the up-tempo attack was working well for them. They could have just passing the ball. They could have gone down the field, I think.
One thing they are doing is they're using the width of the field really well right now. They ran out of space there. Again, somewhat of a narrow field. Not terribly narrow, but somewhat of a narrow field. And now they ran out of real estate. The Hyenas with the line out.
And it bounces off a Hyena. It's batted in the air. Who comes up with it but the Hyenas? I don't know if that's going to be a knock advantage being played, but no, it doesn't look that way. It looks like the Hyenas are fortunate to have that ball.
Michael Hargrave is our referee for this match, and he's decided to let that mess kind of sort itself out. He's from,
All right, so now it's a penalty.
Yeah.
Not releasing, I guess, against Kutztown. And a kick to touch by the number 9. It could be Kimmer. But
the Hyenas have been, how long we been doing this? Like for years and years and years. And the Hyenas always have something interesting on the back of their jerseys.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 number 6s.
Yeah.
There's 2 number 8s. And that's the easy part. You got a guy with a number bottle, a guy with a number coffee, a guy with a number half.
Nice run, nice run. This is twice he's turned that corner.
I remember this guy from last year. He can flat out
nice
play.
Pass.
And it's going to be Kutztown with the first try in the premier consolation match right under the post, and that's not an automatic 7 yet.
No.
They have an MLR, Major League Rugby.
That's right, that's right.
And I'm guessing that's Bruce Dolan. Is that an N on it?
Yeah, I'm going to go with N, yeah.
For 13?
Yeah. Bruce does a good job here of, again, finding that gap in the Detroit backfield. Finding that gap in the Detroit line, exploiting that gap, and nice pace to get away from would-be tacklers, and then finding the offload to our try score. And the name we have for that is Trent. Just Trent.
David Trent?
That
was Ricky Gervais's character in a movie?
David Brent.
Brent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
his first name is actually Brent. It's Brent Trent.
Trent. Hey, think about that, right? Here at Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you have a beautiful baby boy We shall call him Trent. Who does that?
I think it's short for Trenton,
Trenton?
after the New Jersey Capital.
Yeah.
There's a squip.
Nice
Another
high restart.
Yeah, but it goes into touch.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah. You're going to go midfield for a scrum down to Kutztown.
Not what you want if you are the Hyenas. You just gave up a try off a nice run by Kutztown.
I got to interrupt you real fast. Number 5 for Kutztown.
If this is a
Look
ball
at 5.
comment or a mullet.
Number 5 from Kutztown.
Yeah, that's
Taped head, the strip of hair going down the back, ponytail thing,
Yeah.
and the big beard.
right there. He is getting down the lock. That's unique hairstyle. Hard to miss.
And looking at the size of him, nobody's going to question it.
No, yeah, you that big. You can kind of do what you want.
All right, there's a knock. Oh, again, looking upfield before you have the ball.
Yep.
That's going to give the Hyenas a chance.
Yep.
They are in the red, white, and blue with the ball. Kutztown.
The
in
penalty
room.
there, sorry, Matt, the penalty there, the offside's the knock-on. It's one of the more least understood penalties. There's a knock-on, and the first player to touch the ball is your teammate, the teammate of the person who knocked the ball on, but they do it in front of the person who knocked the ball on.
That's offside.
That's offside. That's exactly right. That's a penalty. You don't.
You got to retreat.
Yep, I see a lot of people get confused by that.
I think they're just trying to get away with it, to be honest with you. I think everybody,
It's just reflex most of the time. Yeah.
Especially if you're transitioning from American football where the ball's on the ground, you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Same with rugby, though. Ball's on the ground, you're on the ground, right, and the opportunity. But you're right. Okay, here comes Kutztown again, proving that they can run the ball against the Hyenas right now.
That was a nice little move there.
Oh, good Lord. They just can't catch it. Does he have pizza boxes on the end of his hands? Let me try to catch that with these pizza boxes.
Gavin Kelly running through there has the gap. There was a quick recycle. And it was a nice line. I just couldn't hang on to the ball. Maybe he got too excited. I don't know. But,
you can't take that back. He's going to think about that the rest of his life.
I think Gavin will get over it. He won't make that same mistake twice.
All right. The Hyenas, again, their own worst enemies so far in this match. Let's see what they can do. On attack, a little flip pass back inside. Kind of telegraphed that pass a little bit.
It did a little bit.
And that's
Offsides.
a penalty.
Yeah.
Offside. Went through the mark. They'll come back. All right, so he's wearing number 9. He's playing number 9. But if I go to my sheet, I've got a number 9, but it's got a number 10 next to it as far as the team jersey. So I guess it's Michael Temple is our number 9.
Or is number 9 playing the fly half position?
Then you've got a number 10 playing. There's a number 10 out there.
Uh-huh.
I guess he's got to be playing fly half, right?
Something like that.
We'll figure it out by Tuesday. In the meantime, another Hyena put in the Kutztown side of the 50. Here, we're going to call him Temple. Gets the ball. Nice pass on the outside, Greg, to free it inside, but nobody there really.
Yep.
And it's going to be a line out as it was taken into touch. So a good play and a not-so-good play results in a turnover.
He just ran out of space, but it was a good skip pass to get the ball out wide and present a threat to Kutztown. The Kutztown alumni, KU alumni, whatever it is.
Kutztown.
Kutztown. What did I say, Kutztown?
Yeah. Everybody says Kutztown, but
Yeah.
it's Kutz.
Kutz, thank you. That's right, Kutztown.
Kutztown!
Out of Pennsylvania, right?
Yes, sir. Always have a very good college program, rather, and they get a lot of South Africans into the Kutztown organization. All right, so that's going to be a knock-on, and a scrum down. I think we got a lot of arm movements going on from the referee.
Yep.
Is he testing us?
No, he's just explaining to their captain who has a right to ask for an explanation. He probably thinks it should be a free kick. but it's just a knock-on. Knock-on in the line-out. It's going to be a scrum to the Hyenas. Yeah, I was thinking there were a couple knocks there, to be honest.
All right, ball's in, but it's knocked back, kicked around a little bit, but the Packs hold. Ball's out. Temple loops after his pass and another knock-on and no pressure knock-on. But, oh, boy.
Yeah, before the knock-on. Yeah,
and a forward pass to boot.
Yeah. Our number 9 playing number 10. Yeah, that pass was forward. Clear and obvious. Good call by Mr. Hargrove.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the gentleman wearing number 10 for the Hyenas also played for the Hyenas earlier today in, I think it was the over 35 match. So now he's got to be exhausted.
Yeah.
And his kicking choices were not good, and turned the game around in a certain degree.
Got a nice little turnover here. See what the Hyenas can do with it.
Right.
Big boy charging down the field.
Now, you don't normally see Kutztown on their heels going backwards, but now there's everybody's coming in, and the kitchen sink.
Called them all, the ref did, and now they need to move it forward and get that ball back. It was not immediately available. It's good defense by KU.
And was a knock-on in that melee?
No, it's just they could not produce the ball.
All right, quick. I want you to call the guy jogging on the field with the long hair. What's his number?
Yeah, it's an emoji of some sort. I can't.
Yeah, it looks like an anime kind of female something.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm going to have to give him a good talking to after this match.
You can see his, right there in the back of his shirt, got the lock there for Detroit. Who could not produce the ball in the mall, so we're going to restart with a scrum to KU. Kutztown.
And there's no way that there's rolling subs in this match, right? This is a premier consolation match, or can both teams decide ahead of time we'll do what we want?
I don't know.
Because I'm seeing guys come off the field now.
Yeah, which is unusual.
All right, here's our man Dolan, gets the ball outside. A little Murph with a nice move. Looks a lot like.
Nice.
Wow, look at him go. Oh, nice no-look pass inside, but it was forward. It's coming back.
Yeah, that was a nice combination. The Dolan getting fancy, maybe too fancy, offloading the ball a little bit forward. Referee Hargraves saying, "Yep, that was forward." So we're going to come back for a Detroit scrum. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. The Kutztown looks like Kutztown looks like the superior. Kutz looks like the superior team. In many different ways, but this is still a one-score game, 7-0, with 12 minutes going.
All right, so number 11, it was bugging me, but he's a doppelganger for Luke Hume, the number 11 for Kutztown.
If he gets wind of that.
Well, listen, it's a compliment. The way he was moving down the field, in and out.
Dominant scrum there by KU.
That's Murphy.
See if they take the points.
Got to take the points. Yep, now they're jogging the tee on the coach.
Yep. No, they're not taking the points. Sorry, it was a fake.
Well, the guy's halfway on the field with the tee and the water bottle, so he got faked out.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it pays off.
28.3%.
Well, now it's 28.29% after this morning. And we're talking about the percentage of success if you kick to the corner rather than take the points. It doesn't pay off most of the time.
All sets the breakdown. The penalty was for go back and play that. New advantage to KU.
And they're going to ask people to tackle one-on-one here. That close. That's a rip ball out. What happened? It's turned over in contact.
No.
Or no, it's not.
It was, but they were going to come back and play the advantage.
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh. He's called time off. It looks like we're going to maybe go to the pocket.
Is that red? I thought it was red.
He's going to the pocket.
Oh, it's yellow. So some fromage. The cheese.
Cheese on the field. See if I can get a number of our center.
If you don't get the reference, it looks like a slice of cheese, the yellow card. All right, there you go.
KU up a man with the ball still driving.
And in for the try. That didn't take long, Craig.
Nope, that was nice. Just get forward momentum and find those cracks, and you can make the gain line, and that's all they needed to do here.
And you can see the body language of the Hyenas right now. That's not like, hey, fire it up, let's get back together. They kind of look defeated right now.
They're a little gassed right now.
You got to change that.
KU's taking it to them.
I would bite the pad. I would really bite the pad and shake it off to get my guys going.
That's how you're going to get them motivated?
Yeah. Look, guys, I'm hungry. See this? I'm eating the pad.
Yeah.
You don't care.
No. What I do care about is the Olympics rugby, and I'm happy to report that in the second half, the U.S. is up on Brazil 17-5. That's their second
good news.
Pool play game. They beat Japan earlier 36-7, so it looks like they're going to advance to the knockout stage, which is what we expected.
Looks like Dolan is lining up to kick the conversion. Kick is up, and that looks good.
Nice kick.
We got both flags up, kind of looking at each other. But that was a great conversion.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so it's 14-0.
14-0 to Kutztown.
Kutztown, but you'll get it.
Kutztown?
Kutz.
Pam.
And if you look on the sideline right there, I'm looking at DeMonte Noble. Right there, wearing number 22.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure
right.
it's DeMonte.
It looks like him. Yeah.
Yep.
This is the alumni side, yeah.
MLR, former MLR player.
Exciting player.
Future MLR player, who knows? But he just keeps popping up at rugby tournaments all over the place.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not out playing sevens.
And he's always here.
I see him, thank you.
He doesn't know we're talking about him yet. He's on the sideline wearing number 22. We'll look for him to come in. Here's the line out. Is that 42? Do we have a 42?
Four-man line out. They got.
Who's throwing it in? He's number 42. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's Brad Allen. Brad Allen wearing number 42. He threw the ball in.
Doesn't go 5, but it's a free kick for KU.
There's a high hospital pass not handled. He's not hit, but it goes into touch.
Yep.
And it will be a line out to the Hyenas. The Hyenas need to do something, man. I know they got a player in the sin bin.
Just under 7 minutes remaining. This is their opportunity to kind of.
And Greg, if you could just take a peek in the sin bin and tell me what his jersey number is, I've got the rights to a new car for you.
So that's the symbol for section. That's what it is.
Could that be Seth?
If you are.
Could that be this?
Sure.
All right, we're going to go with Seth being in the sin bin for the Hyenas. Again, they're basically the Detroit tradesmen.
Yep.
With some all-stars who are great players from different parts of that neck of the woods out there. Michigan, probably Wisconsin, Illinois. Ohio, maybe. But they're always here, and they're always in different divisions across the board, so it's great to have them and their fans here in town. Good athletic play to get the ball, go down, and get back up. That was number 24. As we have a whistle.
Penalty number 2.
Max Bennett.
Looks like he was offside, so we're going to have a penalty to Detroit. They've opted for the scrum.
And that's Temple talking it over, and Eric, the Reds' son, talking to the referee as well. I'm going to call him Viking.
You got a couple candidates for Viking there.
Yeah, they're both sides of the ball, too.
Yeah.
But number 24 that we were talking about earlier, guess what his name is?
Steve.
Q.
Q.
The letter Q.
Did we just turn on music? Is that what we did?
His first name is F.
Ah.
Oh, man, that's the head of the game right there. That was number 21.
You hang on to that.
That's not DeMonte Noble, number
No.
21. So we have a couple of 21s here, I guess. Was that number 21 that made that tackle?
No, I think it was 19 who made that hit.
So that was Jackson Clark.
Yeah.
If it was number 19. But boy, whew, that was a rugby tackle.
Yeah.
It was hit so hard I thought it was 21.
That's so our fly half there for the Hyenas, delays the pass a little bit and delays his decision on whether or not he's going to take it with authority into the gap. And that delay, well, that cost him. It's a nice hit.
Oh, no, you know what? Leif Erikson III's number is S. And we have an S on this. So the player in the sin bin is not. It's
Right there. That's Scott Peterson. That's in the sin
okay,
bin.
but we thought it was S earlier.
Yeah,
Okay,
we did.
See, we're arguing about SOS and S's on the back as their numbers, folks, as their numbers, trying to get their names right. Save your comments. It's challenging and it's fun at the same time.
Right.
But we do sound like bumbling idiots at times.
Clumsy line out results in a scrum for the Hyenas. Really good attacking position. Let's see if they can cut this KU lead in half.
And again, the Hyenas are playing down a player, and there's a big pass. A lot of charging maroon jerseys thinking they were going to pick it off and go the other way. They missed, fortunately for the Hyenas. But now there's an effort to get the ball to ground to make it a tackle.
Big pass to nobody.
Oh, boy.
Nice run.
There's some physicality and contact in this match. You can hear it up in the booth.
He just dropped that ball.
And a no-look pass back outside, and suddenly, but it's going to come back. It's a penalty awarded to the Hyenas.
Yeah, so play's fine. Everything you saw in that breakdown, the sin bin's over, by the way. Peterson's coming back on. Plays fine. Sloppy ball. Good play by KU. But as they're running down the field, would-be tacklers are blocked.
Obstruction.
Because the KU players in support are changing their running lanes. That's
Right.
what Mike saw. That's why the penalty. That's why what would have been a nice breakaway score was stopped. So and Detroit is back in it. The Hyenas are still threatening with 2 minutes remaining in the half.
All right, and there's the kick. Oh, no, we're just kicking the ball around. And can we just get the ball to the person throwing the ball in? Thank you. Did that come out? That was an inner dialogue outside.
Yeah,
That came out live?
That was live.
All right, here's the line out. And tapped by Kutztown, but taken by the Hyenas.
Nice hit.
Again, the team's at full strength again after the Hyena sin bin.
Regardless of what happens now, you need quick ball. Quick ball.
Another big hit.
Yeah.
They're laying the lumber. Oh, there's a call for help.
Yeah. Scrum half's in or was in. And they're looking for a quick ball again.
Man, that's just ferocious defense from
Yep.
Kutztown. They just come roaring up. That might be offside that time. That might have been a little too fast.
A little too fast and a little too late on the number 9. So this is going to be a yellow card, I suspect. I don't know why we're having a conversation. Just get on with it.
Is that number 18?
Number 18, yeah. Number 18 is the center. And it looks like he may avoid a card.
I'm trying to read the name here. It looks like it's just James
Referee Hargrave
Jones.
taking. Oh, here we go. Finally get the yellow card. I don't know why the soliloquy before the yellow card was necessary.
So they're going to miss him because he's been laying some hits out there.
Yeah, no, he was set up well in defensive position. He was fine, but he hit the scrum half after the ball was made, and that was just a bit delayed. The referee Hargrave.
So, Greg, I'm just trying to read the name.
That's it.
Is it Jones or James or something else?
That was halftime there. That penalty, as a result of that, as a result of the yellow card, Detroit went for points.
I think that's a smart decision. You're coming out now with a man up.
Yeah.
And the score is 14-3 in this men's Premier Consolation match. We'll be right back with the second half after a short break. Don't go away.
This is kind of our last call for our fallen Ruggers tribute, which you're going to be doing at the conclusion of this match. So any names you'd like to get in, please get them in now. And I think we have the roster for the Knicks, and I need the White Plains roster, please, for our final match. Thank you.
Working hard down there?
Here we're doing math. 15 on 15. And we're getting ready to start.
And we are live again, in case you didn't know.
Are we on there? Okay,
Yeah, we're on.
All right, good.
Yeah, we're on. That's what we try to do. We try to make you wonder if you're on. And Kutztown will get us restarted, and they have the lead and the ball,
Ooh.
and they're going to give it away.
Watch the hop. Nice.
And there is a man that could definitely be a Viking, number 5 of Kutztown.
Yep. We got a few of those out there.
Yeah.
A few Viking candidates. Unfortunate restart for KU, but
Nick Kaz is his name. So again, Kutztown University out of Pennsylvania versus the East Side Hyenas, basically the Detroit Tradesmen, with some players from different teams in that neck of the woods out there. I've said it before, I'll say it again, but the restart, man, you're down a man.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You don't want the other team back in.
Right.
They've got a little bit of momentum because they earned the penalty, and they got the penalty goal. So now you give them the ball back. And there's the tap and take. And now the scrum half's wearing number 10 for the Hyenas, which is making it all confusing for us.
He was wearing that in the first half.
Was he?
There's Dante.
There's, DeMonte Noble.
Monte, thank you.
DeMonte Noble, he's showing those smooth moves. He played in the MLR with Old Glory DC. And he was playing with White Plains last year, I thought.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
I think so. Nice offload.
Oh,
there.
here's a big
nice
run.
offload.
Here comes Bruce Dolan, but he has got to wait for some support, and it's there. So now Kutztown taking it around the outside, and now they'll get the try.
Yeah. No, flag's up.
Up, flag's up. Looked like Dolan had gotten it in.
Yeah. That's the part of the pitch that goes on the baseball field. Nice run. I mean, just a couple of good passes and a nice patient running. And once they have that gap, you can hit that burst of speed. I don't know, was that the X button? You hit that button.
Power X button.
Yeah.
Right,
And then off you go. Nice offload. Everything went well, but Detroit did well to defend that. And again, running out of real estate. But it's a good flip of the field for KU.
Oh, take it nicely by Ketz.
Yep.
By Kaz.
Poor line out from Detroit. Oh.
Was that tapped by a Detroit or by a Hyena's hand?
No.
It was just knocked on by
Just
the
knocked on.
Kutztown player.
Yeah. So we're going to play the knock on first. Did a lot of right things to get the ball this wide. After they stole the line out, got the ball wide, had the man into space, just couldn't find the handle.
Looks like Jake Rice.
Jake's
Got that one back.
beating himself up over that.
Oh, he won't sleep for months.
No, we're not going to play the knock on. We're going to play I guess it was knocked into touch. So
Yes.
We're going to play the line out.
Yeah, and the line out from the Hyenas.
So you can see what we deal with those numbers at number 42.
That's Brad Allen.
Yeah.
They've got him in the tight head spot. But there's a try. That's the way to offset a penalty or a sin binning.
Yep.
Score a try.
Number 8.
Man, you got to be disappointed if you're the Hyenas.
Jordan Geisel, that his name? You have the line out there. You throw it down the middle, do everything you're supposed to do, but you can't catch the ball. Gets turned over. One pass, and boom, try. Not what you wanted if you were the Hyenas.
I mean, they have time.
Plenty of time.
But you got to assume he's going to nail this conversion. So 21-3. It's a tough road to come back.
Yeah, down 18, you really start, you just got 20 minutes left. Down 18, you're really going to start pushing, Now you
Do you run the hook and ladder play, or do you do the flea flicker?
Yeah, you got to do something. You got plenty of time, so what you need is continuity. But what you can't do now, a world according to Greg, what you can't do now is you can't kick like you normally would. Unless it's bang on, you're not going to give up possession.
Right. All right, here we go. We got Temple getting us restarted. And at least he gets it 10. And again, we're not on the pitch. We're in the box, so the wind on the field might be a little bit different than what we know. There's Q.
Nice kick and chase.
There's a line drive squib kick.
That's what you can't do. I don't think you can do that.
Just give possession right back to these guys who have proven they can do a lot with the ball. Just like that, keeping it in touch was a good play for Kutztown.
Yep.
Because you're just wearing down the clock, and that sin binning is going to end soon.
Penalty advantage to KU.
Good forward progress there. Here's Kaz. Ball spun the other way.
They're really using the width well. Nice ball movement, quick ball movement, decisive ball movement.
Oh, it's taken back by the number 8. That looks like Juice off the bench.
Yep. Ball's still showing live. All the guys.
We've also got Derek Frazier wearing 1867. He's back.
So while you were watching the fisticuffs almost, the Detroit managed to take the ball back. Offsides against KU. So this is kind of a break for Detroit. What they're going to need. Good chunk of territory. Execute on their line out. And they're in prime position to take a big chunk out of this lead.
All right, we got upcoming. We still have Old Blue versus Ottawa Irish, and then we have the Mystics versus White Plains.
I think that actually is the first tournament final, 50 years
Oh,
ago.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not right, is it? The first tourney final. We're being handed putting stuff on the teleprompter right now, and I'm Ron Burgundy. So Old Blue beat Ottawa Irish.
Yep. 50
in
years
the
ago.
First tourney final, and that was 50 years ago today.
50 years ago, I'm not sure.
Canada versus USA. That's why it's called the Can-Ams.
I'm not sure that I was playing then.
You positive?
Nah, it's a tough one.
Because you were precocious. You were a Wunderkind.
Yeah.
Wunderkind.
While we were getting that history out of the way, you saw the Hyenas knock on in their attack.
Yeah. I'm just literally handed a piece of paper and read it, right? And I'm perspiring the entire time.
Nice run into space. Oh!
Is that going to be a card?
Yeah. Certainly has all the ingredients of a deliberate knock on. He was not in a realistic position to catch it.
How much discretion does a referee have on those kinds of plays?
Not a lot. It's
because I can't stand some of these. You know, it's definitely not a deliberate knock on, and the guy gets nailed for it.
Yeah.
I say play on.
The teams in conjunction with the competition organizers usually decide how you're going to interpret stuff like that. Bottom line is that any kind of, unless you're in a realistic position to catch the ball, if it goes forward and you're trying to spoil the attack, you're liable for sanction. And in sevens, it's almost an automatic yellow card.
Yeah.
Here, what you're looking at right now is we had the deliberate knock. Advantage was given. KU still attacking. And then there was a subsequent penalty, offsides. So they went with the subsequent penalty, which was further up, more advantageous.
Okay.
So it looked as though that that deliberate knock-on was going to be a penalty only.
Okay. That kind of makes sense. I just think that we're calling too many penalties on the knock-ons with automatic and not giving the referee discretion. I'm all for giving referees discretion.
Yeah.
Or a little bit more. You know, and I can't stand the constant going to the TMO.
Well,
it's too much.
As a MLR TMO, I can tell you it's not enough.
No, I as an MLR fan, I tell you it's too much.
Yeah, no, your point's taken.
And what, like 20 minutes after a play, a TMO going back to something and saying, "Oh, by the way."
Yeah, no, that's a fair comment. The delay in that call is certainly frustrating for everybody, especially TMOs. No one wants to stop it. But after a try is scored, we have until the ball is the restart kick to make a review and then a call. So you can take a try off the board in that situation. But yeah, if you watch the recent European Championships in soccer, or the Rugby World Cup, you watch what's going on in the Olympics with rugby, the viewing audience has a higher expectation now of getting every single call right. And so that's why there's so much technology involved.
We can have this. We're going to have this later.
Yeah, no, it's a fair conversation.
This is over beverages, but
yeah,
you are categorically and unequivocally wrong about everything that you've said.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
I said good day, sir. As Kutztown looks to put this one to bed, a try here would really be something almost impossible for the Hyenas to overcome. Kutztown just holding on to the ball phase after phase, imparting their will. Nice dummy on the crash. Just forward progress after forward progress, and they're looking on the outside, a little squib. Are you playing the advantage? If not, you give possession away.
Yep.
And it was, touched last by a Hyena?
Yep.
That was, okay,
yep.
So they got...
Nice little chipper by the winger there just to get behind the defense, and then what it had the effect was just basically making sure that the only way to relieve the pressure was to kick that ball directly into touch, and that's what the Hyenas did. So that was nice pressure there. It was a good little passage of play for KU. You know, I'm not going to say Kutztown anymore.
Kutz.
Yeah, let's not say it.
Kutztown.
KU.
Kutz. K-O-O. Say Kutz.
What did I say?
You're saying cuts. You're saying like cold cuts.
Coots.
It's Coots. Kutztown.
Cheating.
And there's going to be a penalty to the Hyenas.
Yep.
So we're saying there's a chance.
Yep.
Rob Gilmore patrolling the sideline, making sure that they're back 10 in the tech zone. One of the legends of the officiating crew.
Yeah, it looked like Mike saw some hands in the ruck there, didn't like that, so that's what the penalty was for. Hands in the scrum. I said ruck, sorry, my fault.
Again, you're just underscoring the fact that you know nothing about rugby, and therefore when we're continuing our conversation about the TMO later on today, you've already conceded your argument.
I concede nothing.
You can see nothing.
I concede
That's
nothing.
a referee. You concede nothing.
Yeah.
All right, but back to live play. Here comes the Hyenas down by 18, and that clock is ticking. We have about just under 12 minutes left. Referee telling the guys to get back on side.
And they didn't, so they have a penalty advantage to Detroit.
Is there a...
Nice. They've got him. They've got him if he could get the pass off.
Got one more guy outside. You had Q waiting. Well done to hold on to the ball. Q drops it. Oh, right there.
So Mike had KU offside, gave advantage, and then when they had that break, by his reckoning, the advantage was gained. Advantage can be gained either tactically or territorially, so he called advantage gain. And then, of course, once you do that, once you gain the advantage, you usually knock it on.
Speaking of gained, is there a physical that referees have to pass these days?
We typically use the Bronco as a measure of fitness. That's
like the Ford Bronco. You drive to the pub, or you go through the McDonald's.
Test. It used to be the beat test. Now it's the Bronco test.
Used to. I mean, we're not doing that today.
This tournament, I don't know. They may have relaxed that requirement.
Not that I'm saying anything.
I hear you.
All right, but on the outside, there's DeMonte Noble, shifty and fast and furious, taking to the turf, presents it for his team. Here comes Kutztown. Battling forward.
Yeah.
And another whistle, and this time the Hyenas will come out with a penalty.
Hanging on to the tackle, and they need to go quick, which is just what they're doing. So it's a good offload.
But he's isolated again. Where's the support and a line drive knock on?
We're going to come back for the not 10.
Some knockitis going through the lineup of the Hyenas at this point.
This is what they need to do. When you're down 21-3 with just under 10 minutes to go, you go quick, change that momentum, get things going in your favor. What you don't want to do, obviously, is knock the ball on, so you need better passes.
And kick it that far away from the pitch because it's the only ball we have, so it's going to take 3 hours to collect and get going, so you're just knocking the clock down.
Yeah, KU's failure to retreat there kind of bailed out the Hyenas. So now they've kicked for touch. Let's see if they can execute on their line out, which has been a challenge for them. And then they need to take a bite out of this lead.
Okay. Ball is in.
Yep.
Taken high in the line out. Here comes Kutztown with a counter.
Again, they lost their line out. You cannot do that against this team.
This guy can play.
Yep. Nice chase.
Yeah, Q getting him from behind. Trying to set a platform, poach the ball, but it's out already, and these guys don't even know it. That's how fast they turn the ball around. Is there a whistle? No, it's in the pocket. Noble, the last one to be beat. Oh, but a good tackle coming back. And he's by himself, so he's got to release the ball.
You got to let him up.
Oh, man.
Yep. He tapped and went.
And he not through the mark. He's got to come back. And now we're going to get a pocket. We're going to get a card.
Yeah.
There's a yellow. And it's DeMonte Noble.
Yeah, he's frustrated. He's frustrated at that call because he thought he got there onto his feet, and he thought the defender was, or the tacklee rather, the ball carrier was shepherding the ball, which from my angle, that's an iffy call, but from Mike's angle, Mike the referee, he saw that DeMonte was not letting him up. So I imagine DeMonte had a few words for Mike.
Yeah.
And then Mike said, okay, take a break. So still, that puts Detroit in prime position to score, and with just under 8 minutes to go, 7:50 and counting. Now a man up. This is doable.
Yeah, the last time they were man up, they let Kutztown try right into the second half.
They've got numbers now. Well,
there's Q trying to get to the corner. He's got too many jerseys on him.
Yep. Good counter, Rock.
Looks like he might have been held up.
Looks like he is. That's what the ref's saying.
Yep.
You get down there, especially the guy wearing number 10 there for Hyenas, he's the scrum half. And you get down there.
Kimmer.
You have that kind of, you see the goal line, you see it's right there. It becomes obvious that you really just want to get that try, but you forget that you only weigh about 80 pounds soaking wet. And these big boys, they're going to knock you around.
All right, some substitutions made on both sides. I think the Hyenas realizing that this is probably not their day.
Yeah, they certainly realize they missed an opportunity there. They certainly realize the clock is now their enemy.
We'll have a line out. Ball's in, Kutztown takes it. But,
nope. We're going to have it again, I think.
I think it's going to be a penalty.
Yeah. No. That's they're going for a scrum. I guess he's calling it not straight, so.
Right.
Detroit's opted for a scrum.
Look at that. We've got 2 6s. We've got 3 6s and 2 8s in that pack.
Right.
Just in the pack alone for the Hyenas. So I know that Juice is in there. I know that Bob is in there. I know that Nick Ashley is in there. We know that Miles and DJ are all in there, but we don't know who's who.
That's a great scrum by KU. That is a first-class butt kicking.
That's impressive.
Yeah. That was nice low, and they just drove those boys into the ground. Yeah. Well done.
In the sin bin, DeMonte Noble is imparting his wisdom about that call that he was called for.
Still protesting
to the officiating staff, who are glazed over and have their eyes rolling back in their head. As the ball is kicked into touch. Saved by Q.
Did it cross the plane? Guess not.
All right, Temple is back in support, and here comes number 10. Nice pass there. And there's no number or anything on the back of that player's jersey.
We shall call him Steve.
Call him Steve.
Nice
nice.
run.
One of our number 8s is going into the try
Nice
zone.
run.
It's either going to be Juice, Bob. It's either Juice or Bob in for the try.
Not a very graceful try, but it still counts the same. Yeah, great run. He managed to break a tackle and just find space, and again hit that acceleration button, and no one caught up to him. Yeah.
So if he's got acceleration like that,
Yep.
do you think maybe he's Juice?
Sure.
Or is he Bob?
No, I'm going to go with Juice. I like that.
You're saying Bobs don't have that explosive
I don't
speed?
see Bob as a speedster myself.
All right. Okay, I think you're being racist.
Why? What race is Bob?
We don't even know. See, that's how you get canceled these days.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right? Watch what you say. Don't put Bob down like that ever again.
Now, Robert.
Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Oh, that's a stunner. You needed those points.
Yeah.
So
Still a two-score game. Down 13, 21-8 in favor of KU with 3:40 to go and counting. But, yeah, those 2 points would have been nice. And he was right in front of the post. That's a rare miss for him.
yeah, you gotta wonder on that.
Yeah.
All right. 21-8 is our score. If you're just tuning in, this is the men's Consolation Premier Final, and Kutztown University on top of the Eastside Hyenas. Eastside Hyenas in red, white, and blue. Kutztown in the maroon, and in control. Despite the fact that they've had 2 yellow cards against them today,
Yep.
they have had no problem handling this match. Hyenas do have a chance. I mean, this is a slim chance, but 2 quick tries
Yeah.
and a knock-on like that won't do it.
No.
So it's going to be a scrum down.
Yep. No, it's not
That's
scrum
a-
down. Penalty.
Penalty.
Yeah, offsides at the knock-on.
Oof.
Like we were talking about earlier.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So this is
That's our second. That's so rare you see
Yeah.
that, and now that's 2.
yeah. And of course they're going to take a scrum, kill some more time on this clock, which is a crafty veteran move. It's what I would do.
Absolutely.
And then hopefully they can get some points out of this. That scrum they had down here last time was fun to watch. Let's see if Detroit is prepared for it this time.
All right, and you see DeMonte Noble getting ready to come back in,
Negative.
and that certainly won't help
Yeah.
the Hyenas' chances if he does come back in before the end of this match.
Camera battery.
Looking on the outside, nice loop. Oh, the no-look pass from Luke Hume,
The ref saying it went backwards.
Luke Hume's look-alike, Lil Murph. The Hyenas keep fighting and battling, though. You got to give them credit.
Yep.
But bounced off the tackler and into the try zone is Kutztown one more time.
Give them credit, and then they go out there and miss a tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's their second shorthanded try of the day.
Yep. That's Freddie, who gets in, who has a nice run, nice angle, and gets in there for the try. Just over a minute ago. I don't know if we'll have the restart or not. But this game is, for all intents and purposes,